And hello, everybody, and welcome to week 10 of the Aegyrian Adventurers Guild. I'm your DM, Brad, joined today by all my lovely players, and we are going to get right on moving with a recap of what happened last time. Fiora is in charge of that, so if you would please tell us what happened last time on the Aegyrian Adventurers Guild.
Last time, we were still in the mansion, and we were hanging out. But then, new enemies showed up, and we were like, no, I don't want to deal with this. And there were lots of windows in the room. So we ended up breaking some of them because they wouldn't open, which made enough noise for them to notice us, but we ran away in time. But there were like these weird like stick things out there, but we outran them because we weren't about to fight them. Eventually, we got back to Falcon's place, and we told him like, hey, we finished the quest, we cleared out the mansion, and then reinforcements arrived, and then we got out of there. And he thought it was somewhat unfortunate that we hadn't also cleared out the reinforcements, but he was fine with it. So later that day, there was a lot of noise outside, and all I would like to say is there was a huge thunderbolt with lots of orcs that decided to break the wall of Falcon's fortress, and we ended up fighting them. Falcon's amazing archery skills with a whopping 25% accuracy, even though it did do pretty huge damage, eventually got us through the fight. We were carried, obviously. And we talked to Falcon a bunch, and we managed to convince him to come back to town with us instead of stay there and die. So
Why
we got to
didn't
town.
you mention the lightning boar of rage?
I mean, I did say huge boar. Yeah, okay, sure. Fine. There was a really cute boar that had lots of lightning and was able to hit people with his tusks that were standing out of melee range, because it was huge, and also fire off a bunch of lightning. And he was very, 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 very big, but he died, so that's fine. Yeah. Eventually, we got back to town, and I'm pretty sure we handed in the quest, and that was about it. Oh yeah, the bunch of like weird gadgets of which Friedrich was able to expand his arsenal of
bird calls.
performance.
His arsenal of just
Instruments.
random, useless, common magical items.
Yes, the fire
I suppose that's
sparks,
pretty
the
important
bird
for a
calls.
bard.
Oh wait, he also had the didn't he also have the like
Cloak of billowing
yes, that one.
Yes, cloak of billowing, which billows apparently.
on command. Very important
Dramatically on
fact.
command, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes. Well, this was the best recap ever, and that is all I'd like to say.
10 out of 10.
All right. Yeah, so go ahead and mark your point of inspiration. And I think we will pick up basically, we'll say like a day or so has passed after you guys have returned to town, having escorted Falcon and his entourage back. And there's a lot of buzz around town basically about kind of what happened. People are already kind of like talking about the boar that attacked the lodge, and you know what it means, and like, oh, we're all doomed, and you know it's the end of days. The weather has been getting pretty bad lately. It started to rain a lot more. You know, big thunderclouds sort of in the distance. And I think there's the town is sort of like on edge. You know, the dragon was bad enough, and now there's all this nonsense about like storms and giant lightning boars and whatnot. It's not really doing any favors for morale back at town. But you return to the guild to basically say like, hey, we have completed this quest. You've already been given your reward as far as that's concerned. You received the magical items from Falcon as payment. And now, I guess it's just a matter of what it is you would like to do next. Now, you know that basically this creature that attacked the orcs and this sort of lightning-imbued boar were supposedly like summoned from some location out in the forest. Then it is likely that problems will persist with that, but you also have the other 2 quests that you have to do as well. Both the Axe Home and the Dragon Barrow quest. And it is up to you what you would like to do next. So, I think we cut in. You guys are sitting in the sort of like common room area of the Adventurers Guild on the sort of like wood and cloth, like kind of chairs and sofas, basically, that they have set out there, benches or whatnot, discussing your next plan, your next move.
Axholm.
Yeah. I guess we'll just do Axel.
Yeah, we should go to Axel.
We don't want the sword.
I want the sword, but apparently saving the townspeople is more important.
We can still get the sword after we save the townspeople.
That's what you say now. Wait until the dragon attacks us right when we get back.
Well then at least the people will be safe.
Yes, but we won't have the Dragon Slayer sword.
Any sword is waiting to be a Dragon Slayer sword.
That's what you say now until they literally just break.
In the right hands, any sword can be a Dragon Slayer
Build
sword.
a
That's all I'm
sword.
saying.
That makes a
Do you
point.
think we'll stand a chance against the dragon?
What about the dragon?
Well, the boar almost killed us. And
Did it?
I think the
True.
dragon.
I had like 5
Yes.
spell slots left. You guys are fine.
Almost killed you guys is the key point here.
2
Almost-
people were
I-
knocked out.
Almost knocked you unconscious multiple times. Like you never died. You never. You were never in any real danger. Trust me. You were fine.
I mean,
Did
I
we,
was fine.
When you put so much emphasis on the word fine, I tend to mistrust you.
That's not on me. That's a you thing that's happening.
Did we long rest?
Yeah, this would be like the next day or something like that. Like you had a little bit of time back in town.
Poggers!
Was it 1 or 2? Because it matters in terms of my hit dice.
We will say that. I mean, I guess it's up to you guys how long you want to like wait in town before like
A day.
you set out on your next quest.
Okay, 1
Free
less
hit.
hit dice then.
Free hit dice is all you need. It's fine.
That's fine. I don't care. I just
So
want to make sure that I have
how
enough
do they
shit.
regenerate?
You
If
get-
I had to,
You get
You can get half back.
half of your maximum rounded up. So like
so if I had to, I go back all the way to 4.
yes.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay. So I guess I just have 2 now.
Very well.
Poggers.
So it sounds to me like you guys are going off to Axholm then. To clear
Yes.
out that
We're off to save the people,
most
the
of
wonderful people of Phandalin.
So, the Sword Coast, you would know that according to the maps, the Axholm is sort of directly to the south, mostly, of Phandalin, kind of located halfway between the Dwarven excavation and the sort of settlement of Nomengard, in the mountains to the south. So it similarly is going to be about a day's journey to get there. You set out with your supplies and whatnot having been obtained, and I think basically as we see sort of like a kind of like a travel montage almost as you're kind of making your way through the hills and the fields. It is not a very difficult trek as far as like things go. You don't like encounter any sort of resistance along the way, but it is far from pleasant. Cool winds and heavy rain are blowing in from the coast and kind of making the ground like muddy and like miserable to walk through. You're like soaked the whole time. You hear like peals of thunder and lightning in the distance. It is definitely not the most thrilling journey that you've been on, but you arrive at your location close to like sundown, basically. It's been basically a whole day of travel before you arrive, and you have to trek like a little bit like up into the mountains before you eventually kind of like see up ahead, just barely, like silhouetted against the mountainside. There's this sort of area that's like thrust out from the base of the mountain. This entrance to this tall, imposing fortress. There's like this dark, 15-foot wide passageway that is flanked by 40-foot high bulwarks of smooth, seamless stone. You can see, basically, as you're getting closer, there's this large sort of like iron portcullis covered with rust, blocking the entrance. And outside of the bulwarks, you see there are arrow slits carved into it that are dark. There's no like hint of occupation from within. As you're approaching, it is nighttime, so those of you that do not have dark vision are kind of relying on your own light sources that you have with you as you kind of like approach. And what is all of your passive perceptions again? Let me see here.
11.
Perception is. Let me check.
I'm 10, Brad. A whopping 1-0.
Perception is a wisdom. 13.
13.
Mine's also 13.
13. Okay. So I think as you're getting a little bit closer, again, you're like, you can't really like strike like an open torch just due to the like heavy rain and wind. But so you have, I think somebody has the light cantrip or whatever that they can like cast or something like that. I think.
I have an actual lantern.
Yeah,
You have
or,
dancing
like, an
lights,
actual-
right?
I have dancing lights. Look at that.
Yeah.
lights.
That's what we got.
All right, so you got some dim light to see by. Very spooky, eerie.
I'm the
dim
light.
And
I put the dancing lights around me. I'm the light.
you're the light. Okay. Yeah. So I think as you get closer, Asha and Sug, you begin to hear this sort of like mumbling. It's drowned out by like the rain and wind outside of the fortress, but you can begin to hear like somebody speaking. And like as you like listen for a bit, it doesn't seem to be like a conversation being held. It's like one person like just mumbling to themselves, basically.
But it's like
Do we recognize the language, or it's completely unintelligible?
It's unintelligible from this distance, but it seems to be coming from like within the entrance. Like there's kind of like this stairway that like goes up towards this portcullis, and it seems to be coming from there. You're like at the base of this like big stairway that leads up into the mountain.
Well, it's definitely not Friedrich. He's behind you.
yeah, I guess we tell everyone to to be quiet as we approach, so we don't.
I dismiss my dancing lights.
All right, you can't see anything.
And we swiftly proceed to stab our toes on the staircase.
I put dancing lights back on.
All right. So, as you guys like proceed more cautiously, why don't you go ahead and give me a round of stealth checks for me? Let's see how quietly you approach up the stairs.
5.
13.
Be quiet, everybody. Stomp, stomp,
Oh,
stomp,
no.
stomp.
Exactly.
Hello,
Oh,
is
I
anyone
accidentally
there?
clicked twice, sorry.
Fine, you got a 19 on the first one. That's all that matters.
13, 19, 25. So all around, pretty good. Sug is being loud, but luckily enough, I think his lack of carefulness when it comes to stealth is somewhat alleviated by the fact that the rain and wind are kind of creating a din that drowns things out. So I think you basically kind of like approach up the stairs and get kind of within earshot, and you can hear somebody speaking, and they're doing so in common, so you can like understand what they're saying. And basically, as you're like approaching up the stairs, you hear somebody going, "Oh dear, 'twould seem I found myself in a ponderously perilous predicament. Woe is me! Is this to be the end of my great fable?" And you hear this sort of like person just like talking to themselves, and like you can hear footsteps like pacing back and forth. And I think as you kind of like crest to the top of the stairs, you see there's this big, heavy, thick like iron portcullis that is closed off along the entrance. And on the other side, there's a humanoid figure kind of like pacing back and forth, who does not seem to have like noticed your approach just yet. But they are sort of like waxing in this sort of like melodramatic fashion about their predicament, as it were. Sug, you have dark vision,
Do
right?
they look large and threatening in the dark?
Suck does.
Yeah, I think me and Nona both have dark vision.
Sure, and there's like a little bit of light from the light, so you can see that this figure, they appear to be your average sized sort of like human man. He looks to be older, like maybe like middle aged or something like that. Although he is aged rather gracefully. Although his like dark hair is very like naturally wavy but cut short. It's black but with like shocks of like white and gray kind of through it. And you can see his clothing is rather ostentatious, reminding you either of like nobility or like a well-off merchant or something of the likes. Very sort of like vibrant and over the top. He definitely looks a little bit out of place next to this like ruined fortress.
No. Don't let it be him.
What are you talking about?
If it's Volo, I'm gonna kill him.
Wrong world, unfortunately. Yeah, so I think you like get. He's just basically just like so like involved in like
Self-involved
in like this woe is me, like, you know, how would I do this, that he doesn't even notice you approaching. So you sort of have like the
upper
initiative
hand
of
as
this,
far as
like, this conversation, as it were. But he's like on the other side of this portal, and I will bring you over now. And it's probably going to be dark for a lot of you because it is very dark.
Dancing lights, Brad.
Give you some lights. Dancing lights is what, 10 feet.
It's really good.
Yeah. And this is low light.
Yay. I don't see a thing. I only see Nona and Sug.
Gotta wait for the dancing lights.
Yeah,
They'll
it's
be
because there's no light.
There's
Sug-
dancing lights.
That's what I mean. Is why
Hey, I
the
can
head's
see
not
a
showing
little
up
bit
yet.
more.
Sug will like walk up to the portcullis with his great axe and kind of go bonk, like hit it against the metal, I guess, to get this guy's attention.
Yeah,
Brad, give me my 4 points of dancing lights.
I mean, if you want to like put him around other people, I can do that. But otherwise,
Sure, everyone gets little dancing lights above their head.
Sure.
Farron, Asha, me, and Nona. Congratulations.
None can never be stealthed again.
I don't want it.
I give it to Sug. I give it to Sug instead.
All right, so you all have got a little bit of light floating around you.
Mm-hmm.
It's dim, right? So it's like kind of like, you know, the
Like a
first
candle.
dawn, like a candle in like the window. It's like it's very difficult to see still. But yeah, so as you like move up, I think he like kind of like startles back like a bit, like falling back from the portcullis, and he just sort of says, "Oh, what is it?" And he says, "By the gods, is this? Am I saved?" And he kind of like
What's up,
stands
bro?
up, and he just sort of like looks over you all, and he says, "Adventurers, in this forsaken place, what a serendipitous sequence of events. I seem to have stumbled into a trap of sorts and found myself rather soundly stuck here."
And
The door
who
closed
would
behind you.
be?
And he sort of like ruffles himself up as you ask that, and he says, "I am none other than San Chrysanos, renowned bard, scholar of the dark arts, and theologian extraordinaire. I'm sure you've heard of me. Everybody has. I'm famous."
Brad, do I know of this fellow bard?
Make a history check.
Oh man, I am good at
I will give you-
these.
Okay, yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, you've definitely
21 though.
definitely heard of him. He is a bit of a strange figure in the like the circle of like performance arts and whatnot. He's not from this continent originally. He's from abroad. He's like a world traveler, and he's written like many books on very strange esoteric topics. You imagined he would have been taller upon meeting him.
Never meet your heroes, kids.
Yeah. Preacher would be like, oh yeah, aren't you supposed to be taller, man?
I don't really know what to say to that. I am the height that I am meant to be. I have always been.
Oh.
I can assume, right, that Sug has never heard of this guy.
Oh no.
Thank God. Yeah, no.
Not a chance.
Wait.
I would say with a
Well,
14...
now I'm curious to do a history check as well.
If you guys want, I think Farron should be full HP as well.
Yeah, everybody
Yeah.
should be at full HP.
Oops.
I
I'm
have
not
no
there
idea
yet.
who this
No.
person is.
I think Nona, the name is familiar to you, but you don't like really know anything about them. Like you've heard the name before.
I'm a bard myself, dude.
Everyone's doing it.
Give him a little strum, a little cry.
Yeah, you guys definitely seem very alike. So is this there's no lever on either side, that's right, Red?
Not that you can see. Like you don't see like a lever on your side or his side.
How about we ask this weird person how he got himself stuck?
Yeah, what are you doing here?
And he sort of says, I am glad you asked. He says, I came to this place in search of information on one of the legendary arms of the saints, the fabled hammer of Saint Titanos himself. In my research, I believe I found information that would say that a clue to its final resting place may dwell within this ancient fortress. He says, I came here to find that information, waltzed through towards this entry vestibule, and, well, unfortunately found myself rather stuck when the portcullis collapsed behind me. He says, the door further in, it appears to be budged or locked somehow. I cannot open it with my strength alone.
And
So,
how long
you
have you
can
been here?
And he says, well, I must admit I have not really been keeping track of the time too much, but it has been at least a day or two.
Right, can I go ahead and I guess just like put guidance on myself and just see if I can lift the portcullis up? Like I don't know if it's locked, but just like lift up on the bars.
How would you like the help action?
I prefer
I
him
would-
not to help me. Is that
And I'd like to look around.
Sure. All right, yeah. So Sug, you kind of like utter this quick prayer and like kind of reach down and go to like budge on the portcullis, and he like immediately like makes like some sort of offhand remark about how of course that's not gonna work. Yeah, and I'm not even gonna have you roll. It is
Okay.
just far too heavy for.
That's what I
for
figured.
you
I just want to make sure.
Yeah. This is like solid, like cast iron, huge portcullis. Like, it is just way too much. Nona, you begin to look around. Can you make a, we'll say a perception check for me? As you're kind of like looking around the area. Are you looking for anything in particular, or are you just kind of just like looking?
I'm looking to see if there's any sort of release for this, or like any other entrance to go around it.
Sure.
Like maybe like a window up in the wall or something.
All right, with a 13, I think you noticed that basically near the top of the portcullis, you can see like pulley mechanisms basically with like chains on them that are like built into the top of the wall that seem to like go into the walls in sort of like the left and right directions, like basically straight into the walls those ways. It's impossible to once they get into the wall, it's impossible to tell where they go, but they seem to lead off in that direction. You also notice like you can see these arrow slits. Unfortunately, just judging by them as you take a quick look over them, they're too narrow for a creature of any of your size to really squeeze through. Somebody who is smaller could probably get through, but for you, it's too much of a squeeze.
Can I turn into
I
water
have
and
a
go through?
trained rat. Can I use my rat?
You have a rat?
Yes, according to my background,
You do-
I have a rat.
You do have a rat, but it's not really like a trained familiar or anything like that. Like
It's just a pet mouse, basically.
it's just like a little pet. You can maybe have it like do a couple of tricks, but it's not really trained to be like a scout or anything like that.
Hmm.
It's not like the gerbil in Rick and Morty. That fucking mercenary.
Yeah. So he's
Okay,
sort of-
fine.
he's,
We'll
like,
have to do
looking
it the
at-
long way.
He's sort of like looking at you, and he's just like, "Yes, as you can see, I am quite well and truly stuck in this situation." And he says, if you could see if you could find some way to free me, I would be most appreciative.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
So I still don't get, how did the door close on you?
And he just sort of like shrugs and he says, the machinations of that interaction are beyond me. I would much like to know the same myself. Surely, I've looked around and I see no sign of a trapped mechanism or any which leads me to believe that something or someone intentionally shut it behind me. But I have heard no sign nor seen a sign of anybody.
You stepped
I
on a
would
button, didn't you?
I mean, he said that he couldn't find a trap that
He
set it on.
says things.
Yeah, he does say things. I mean, if someone intentionally set it off, then that means they're probably in there with you. But let's hope that's not
Can
the
I
case.
tell if he's telling the truth or if he's lying to try to not look as bad?
Make an insight check. With an 11, it's very hard to like read him. He's very extra. you can't really tell if he's making it up or telling the truth or not. He's very like embellished with all his like gestures and whatnot, and he's like every single time he's talking, he's not really like looking at you. He's kind of like pointing around and gesturing, so you can't really get a clear read on his face because he won't ever like make eye contact with you.
Well, I suppose we should go around and check for levers. I don't know. See where the chains connect.
Yeah, can I look through the bars to see if there's anything over there?
Yeah, so I think like you basically can see that besides the fact that there are several more like openings to arrow slits, you can see in the ceiling there is like channels like carved into the ceiling. You imagine as like a defensive measure, right? You know, they pour like boiling oil down into the passageway when they trapped people in here or whatnot. But you don't see any sign of like a lever or mechanism or anything on the other side.
How high up are these?
How high up? This passageway is about 15 feet. In height. Yeah. So, as you're all sort of standing around there, just kind of like looking, he's kind of just like nodding his head, and he says, yes. Well, tell me, have you deduced a solution to this unfortunate predicament yet, or am I getting my hopes up for nothing?
I think we should look for an alternative entrance.
Yeah, I'm gonna go look around the outside.
I'll come with you.
And he sort of like snaps his fingers at that, and he says, "Aha! An alternative entrance. Yes, clearly there should have been some other way into this place. I mean, it is unlikely that such a magnificent fortress would only have one way in." And he says, "And they are like to have created fires. I mean, the smoke buildup would be a problem." And he just sort of like begins like rambling to himself, basically, like kind of like thinking of all the ways that.
And before I go, I'm gonna set up psychic whispers with Sug and Theron for 1 hour. Awesome.
Not our fearless bard. Not
Hell
Friedrich.
no. First of all, he's apparently following me. Second of all, I hear his voice enough in my head.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
If you psychically connected with him, that's why.
So I'm gonna go look. I'm just gonna like.
I
Look
go
around
with
for
you
a
as we. I go with you as we look.
All right, so you're all gonna just like go look around, basically.
Yeah.
I think as
I'm, like,
you're
walking
as
Suppose.
you're kind of like leaving Sug, you're kind of like the last out. You hear him shout, and he says, "Wait! Before you go, I must warn you that this ancient place has become more tomb than fortress. The dwarves that dwelled within were met with the deepest of despair upon the arrival of that vengeful dragon Nidhogg, and in the wake of that disaster, a deluge of darkness has drowned this place." He says, "Its fell influence still haunts the once merry halls. It is likely your ingress shall be made with great resistance, adventurers. The dead do not sleep soundly here."
I think there's undead here, guys.
In that case,
Scouting
I'll be
mission.
extra careful.
Scouting mission ahoy.
All right. So I would like, we'll say whoever's got the highest bonus, go ahead and make an investigation check with advantage because you have the group sort of.
Probably me.
I have a +2.
I have a +5.
I give you the help action. Give you a little
I
shoulder
have a
rub.
+1, so nope, not happening.
All right. So it takes
I'm-
you.
I was just you were starting to tell me something when my call dropped, so I don't know what
Oh,
you
yeah.
were telling.
It was just.
You're
The place
following
is
us.
dangerous.
Yeah.
There's
basically,
probably
it's just,
there's probably
it gave
undead
you
here.
a rather verbose warning about danger.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think as you guys kind of like split up a little bit to go searching around, you basically like notice like the front face of this area, like this whole thing is like carved like into the mountain. The whole like front, you don't really see any sort of like alternative entrances or anything of the likes. But I think like some of the things that he said, you begin to like think a little bit, and somebody comes up with the idea basically of maybe checking kind of like towards like the top of this this sort of like hilly like mountainous area. It's going to require a climb to get up there. Not a very difficult one, but given how rainy it is likely to be slick. But you figure that's kind of like with your investigation, you figure that that's your best chance of like finding a way in. So
Will acrobatic work?
so this is climbing. So this is going to be an athletics check.
Oh,
from everybody.
okay.
Yeah, I'll guidance myself? Question mark.
Can I swap my strength for my wisdom, or not really?
I think you have to. Do you have to summon the arms for that? Is that
Yeah, you
just
have to have your
something
arms
do?
out.
Yeah, you have to summon the arms
Hog.
for that. But you could like summon your arms to like climb up the mountain for you if you.
Dang.
I'm glad I guidance myself, I guess. 11.
Brad, does my shaped
Uh,
water umbrella help here?
It doesn't help you enough to be advantage if that's what you're asking.
Damn it! Damn it!
Athletics rolls.
Okay. So as you all begin.
Wait. I'm still thinking if I want to use my one of my
Spend
key
your
points.
One key point to try to climb with your wisdom instead. I will say
your
that
strength-
the difficulty class is not particularly high.
Okay,
sure it's higher than
athletics.
2.
Ooh.
I still think you failed though.
Yeah, I
Still
don't think
you
using the
failed.
arms would have helped, unfortunately.
All right, so you don't. So those of you that got lower than a 10, which is to say most of you,
Darren,
so you don't fail.
Euro.
You don't fail to climb the surface. It is just rather strenuous and exhausting. So those of you that got lower than 10 have 1 point of exhaustion as you finally crest the top of this like.
Oh my
mountain.
god,
It-
no!
It's taller than you expected it to be.
Why do you hate us, Brad?
I mean, just roll better for it.
It's like you're cold and wet. You were like sliding down the mountain half of the time. It was an ordeal getting up
Alright.
there.
Who's up for a
Okay,
long rest?
where do I mark the exhaustion?
If you go onto the cog, I believe it's something you have to turn on. I don't think it's on the sheet by default.
Yeah, I think it's something you gotta activate.
Show exhaustion tracker
Yep,
on.
there it is. On. Now if you go back to core, you should see a little exhaustion box below your hit dice.
Exhaustion level 1. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And for reference, this is just the one that does ability checks, and yeah, so this just you just have disadvantage on ability checks. So like if you had another athletics check like that, you would have disadvantage, just because you were exhausted.
This is why I guidanced myself.
So as you climb up there, you all manage to get up there eventually. It takes a while. It's getting pretty late now. Like it's dark. It's getting late. The sun has gone down completely. But you like split up and look around, and you find at the top of the mountain a number of what appear to be sort of man-made, or in this case, dwarf-made, stone chimneys that kind of like descend down into the mountain. Many of them seem to have collapsed inwards or been destroyed in some regards, leaving very, very like narrow openings. Only a minuscule creature could squeeze through. But there are two that are still open enough that you could theoretically climb into and down them. Kind of like one to like either side. There's one kind of on the east and one on the west.
Oh hell yeah! Santa Claus is coming to town, baby. Let's go.
Do we want to split?
No, one at a time down the one chimney.
We
You can go
always
first,
love
Sug.
to split the. We love to split the party though.
No, you go first, Sug.
I'll let you go first.
The people without
I insist,
disadvantage go
Sug.
first.
You can guidance yourself.
I could always shove Friedrich.
Did
No,
that
I'll
come
go
with a
first.
guidance?
It's fun. I will. Yeah, I can. I mean,
Or
if
you
you want
could
me to
go last.
I can guidance everyone.
Yeah, so see, you could go. Yeah, you could go last. And guidance everyone on the way down. Let's do
Yeah.
that.
Sure. Okay.
I'll go first, then. Guidance me, please.
Yeah. You've been guidanced.
I go down the chimney. Go down the chimney, Brad.
Go ahead and
Ho ho ho.
make an athletics check.
With a +1.
By the grace of
12.
Saint Thordan, roll your d4.
Well,
Oh,
have
right. Oh.
disadvantage, so.
You have disadvantage, yeah.
Oh hell yeah!
Alright, so-
Brad, do I feel the blessings of Saint Defor?
So yeah, you're pretty like exhausted, and like you begin to feel your hands like slip, and then like some sort of like inner strength like seems to like well up, and you almost feel like a hand kind of like grasping yours and kind of like gripping you on tighter to some of the little like handholds down here, and you are able to scale to the bottom. Now I'm going to ask you, would you guys like to go down the eastern chimney or the western chimney?
We let Friedrich
The
go down
eastern
the eastern
chimney.
one, yeah, and then we all go down the western one.
No.
After he's the first.
Alright, so yeah, Friedrich.
Oh, so this is what the guidance was for.
You climb down, Friedrich, a total of 20 feet before you reach the bottom of this sort of like sooty hearth, and it opens out into another room. Who would like to go next?
I shout up the chimney.
Sug,
It's like,
did you say your... Oh, go ahead.
yeah, as I say, I shout up the chimney. It's like 20 feet down. Don't fall. Maybe I'll
Sug.
like try and position myself, try and catch anyone if they do fall.
Sug, you're going
should-
last, right?
I'm going last so that I can give you all the guidance of my deity.
Okay, I'm gonna make this easier on everyone else. I'll pull out the immovable rod, lock it into place above the chimney, tie a rope to it, and drop it down.
I hate you so much.
Alright, yeah. So you,
And I will
Why
slide down the
haven't we
rope.
done this before?
you may make your athletics check with advantage. So if you are exhausted, it is just a flat roll. Okay. You are able to successfully descend slide down the rope into the room down below. You
Don't
get a-
forget my rod.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I suppose I'll go next.
Okay.
Oh, this is disgraceful.
So you have a d4, but I don't know if it matters. Well, no, it does. No, because never mind, you're neutral. It's fine.
yeah. A 12 is sufficient. You manage to scurry down the rope and enter into the room down below, leaving.
Okay,
just,
where am I now?
you are over in another area. I'll
Okay.
pull everybody over there once everybody's down. But Theron and Sug are the ones left at the top.
Go ahead there.
Yep. Whoever's next, go ahead.
Alright, and I'll be going next.
Athletics. Oh yeah, easily.
Ooh.
You
You
sort of
don't even need the rope, you disregard it and...
fireman slide down the rope.
Yep.
I just I grab the rod, click the button, and then I get to make the hard climb, I guess.
Go for it with advantage.
Well, no, I don't have advantage because the rope is. I'm the one that has to
Oh
remove
right,
the
yeah,
rope.
yeah. You have to get rid of the rope.
But it's 23.
22, yeah, you are easily able to descend down, and you are now all in this kind of cramped little room. I don't think there's anything really of interest. You see there are a number of like wrecked cots, chairs, and tables that seem as though they've been rotting here for a long time. And like I said, it's about 20 feet down that you climb into this blackened fireplace. You're all sort of like covered in soot now. Like everybody's just like kind of like your clothes are all like sooty.
Cleaning time.
Prestidigitation? Yes, thank you.
Give everyone a nice little bath.
And you can see that this area that you've entered, there are two doors. One kind of in the western wall, and then one kind of to the south.
Let's go west.
All right.
Doors
Are they
drawn.
locked? Are they open?
I'll give myself guidance for the probably stealth check I'm going to have to make here soon.
All right. Yeah. So, Sug, you're heading over
Mm-hmm.
and opening the door. It's sort of like a stone door with hinges like set into the wall. And despite like its relative age, you can tell like the construction of it is vastly superior. And in fact, it doesn't really seem to like grown that much. At least not as much as you would expect such an ancient doorway to make noise, basically. And as you open it up, you can see it opens into a larger sort of area. You can see like a couple of more of these arrow slits that look out. You seem to be sort of like on the upper level of this this fortress, as it were.
Hold on, that idiot up front got trapped. Maybe I should be checking these doors.
Oh, this one's open. I'll go ahead and take a step through.
Yeah, so I think as you step through, the trap goes. Oh, no, just kidding. You can see basically that out in the central area, you're now sort of over the. You can see that this is probably like over the entrance down below, because you could see the grooves in the ground for like the I don't know what they're called necessarily, but you know when you pour the like burning oil down at the holes.
Murder holes.
Yeah, the murder holes basically. And you can see that basically there's like these pillars here and like the walls, and it is just like thick with webbing, just like these huge webs like draped between the pillars and the walls, and like covering everything, like cobwebs to the extreme.
Gross.
Yeah, you can see there's like a little like area to the right where it's like kind of like this archer station, right? There's like arrow slits that kind of like look out on the surrounding area.
Yeah, I come and just like take a look in this room. So I try to peek through to the other one, I guess, if I can.
Yeah, I mean you can see across to the other side.
Yeah, there's like not much going on there. Okay, interesting. And we're like the floor below him, basically, right?
You're above him.
Oh, right. We climbed. Okay, sure.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
you climbed like up to the top of the mountain, then went down.
Yeah. I forgot. Yeah, my brain was just like, because I was trying to think of how far down a chimney we climbed compared to how far up the mountain we climbed. But yeah,
20 feet.
So we're above him.
Yeah. So
Do we see that weird person?
not from your current location, no. But yeah, so I think as you guys are like pressing a little bit more forward, you're kind of getting now to the point, like Theron, as you're stepping there, you're getting to the point where it's like just choked with webs, and you begin to. I think you all have a perception high enough to notice that you detect like movement up above you, like in the darkness, kind of like up above you on the ceiling. And I think Nona, as you're sort of like stepping forward, like looking around, you feel something like warm and sticky kind of land on the back of your throat, and you like kind of like put your arm back and you like peel off this like kind of like gross like mucus and look up, and you just see these 8 sort of like bright red eyes amidst the otherwise like dark,
lovely,
dark above.
It's always
you.
Nona.
There we go.
It's always Nona.
You begin to hear this.
Nona, we appreciate your explorer's spirit and bravery.
As a number of giant spiders sort of like burst out of the darkness, and begin to attack you.
Initiative?
Go ahead and roll initiative.
I only have one thing to say about this.
What?
Fuck
Oh.
that.
Well, it's just Spooderman. It's Peter Parker.
Is your spidey sense not tingling?
I got just rolled a natural 20 on initiative, so I guess it is.
Let me add my D4.
Oh, hell
8.
yeah.
Keep,
rolled a
keep in mind that those of you that have exhaustion have a disadvantage on your initiative check.
Mother. Why you take this away from me?
That's just how the game works.
Oh, hey, yeah. I still have my 7.9, 7.16. Are we all ready to rumble?
How does the exhaustion apply to my initiative?
Just
I mean,
roll again, and if you get lower, then that's the number. If not, if you get higher, then you stick with your 11. All right. Yeah, so that's your number there, 7. All right.
Man,
Alright, let's murderate these spiders.
help.
They're spiders.
Help.
It's like they get
when does
drop
the
on
exhaustion
most-
go away?
After we
After
sleep.
It's a
Yeah, after
long
a-
rest.
Okay.
Jellyfish are the
Heck.
worst.
I think technically I could spend a spell slot and remove the exhaustion, but that's a lot of effort.
No, you need greater.
Oh,
exhaustion for that.
that's greater.
Yeah,
Graders.
that's greater.
That's insane. Jesus.
All right,
Okay.
so Theron, you're the first up. I will say most of these spiders are sort of like up along the ceiling, but they're so large. At least the couple in the front, you can still like reach them from down on the ground as they're like climbing out of their holes.
Oh
and
my
whatnot.
god.
If I take like one step forward to like right here, could I hit this one? Come on, Fink.
Yeah,
Thank
I would
you.
say that one would be within melee if you took that step forward.
Right. Guess that's what I'll be doing then. Let me see. I would like to use that and use this one.
At least
Yay!
they're not jellyfish.
All right. Well, as you swing out towards the spider, it skitters to the side, and you just sort of like cut through webs, and you miss.
Classic.
But you do have another attack.
Does this one hit?
This time, you sort of course correct, swinging with your other hand, and cut across the spider's abdomen, dealing 9 slashing. And you
Nice.
can use your maneuver still, because that you don't declare that until you know for certain you hit.
Oh, okay.
You can.
Pretty sure it's like 4, right? It's just the same maneuver,
Yeah. Okay. And then it has to
but
make a
that was just superiority dice thing.
strength saving throw. Which it is successful.
Oh,
Damn!
It's
Plenty
just more,
strong.
it's like its legs are like so bound up in like the webbing and like so stuck to it that you can't really like pull it down, right? It's like,
How do you knock something over with 8 legs? So it's got so many legs to stand on.
All right.
True.
The spiders
Oh fuck.
kind of begin to move forward.
Eat Nona.
Not like
it's
this.
coming for you, Nona, with little long legs.
Oh boy!
It's coming for you, Farron, with its long
Honestly,
legs.
though, they don't really look like spiders.
Oh yeah, you guys don't have very much vision, do you? Or
No.
you guys don't see what's happening, huh? Me and
Yeah.
Nona know what's
No.
happening.
They don't see
Man.
the full extent of everything that's going on.
Oh yeah.
Why do you think
they
we're
just see-
so
they just
peaceful and
see
quiet?
Yeah, they just see shapes like moving in the dark, and all of a sudden it's just like all these spiders.
It's a lot of shapes.
Luckily enough for you, they aren't really like intelligent enough to efficiently make use of the space. They're kind of like crawling up on the walls and whatnot to get around. These ones in the back, back here, you see they sort of like arc their like thorax, I think it is, like
Oh,
forward.
no.
And you see like strands of webbing sort of like shoot forward. 3 at Theron and 2 at Nona.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
So
Peter
Theron-
Parker.
Okay, well the first one hits you.
Oh my.
Oh my god.
It doesn't deal any damage. However, you are restrained by this webbing that basically like wraps around you, like sticking you to the floor, holding your arms in place.
Fantastic.
I guess the other ones
You'll be fine.
they still shoot the web at you, but it's like a little bit redundant.
That's a good stretch.
And then against the Nona,
Fuck.
I believe that gets you, yeah. And then more webs, just because.
You're fine. You're fine.
All right, and then the ones in the front are going to lash forward. Theron, 2 against you. They have advantage because you are restrained.
Yay. Why did it have to be in that order? Huh?
There's a reason that was.
I thought they weren't intelligent enough.
This is more of an instinctual thing.
I mean, they know how to hunt.
Yeah, they know how to hunt.
You're prey. They're like Dragonborn meets the best, and that's why they're coming for you.
So 18
Oh, no.
is a hit. You take 6 piercing damage, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
A Constitution saving throw?
I hope you like having poison damage.
Which you are unfortunately fail on. So in addition to the 6 piercing, you take 9 poison damage.
Yay!
And I think that's just it. Yeah, because you don't actually get poisoned until you go down from it. So then the other one is going to bite at you. This one actually misses, even despite the assistance of the webbing.
This spider needs to work on his moves.
And then the last one at Nona with advantage.
Oh,
Also again misses.
this stressed me out though.
All right, and then Nona, you are up. You are restrained by the webbing.
Can I break it or cut it?
Yeah. So you can either try to break out of it with a strength check, or you can attack it. It is I'll just be above board. AC 10, 5 HP, vulnerability to fire damage, and immunity to bludgeoning, poison, and psychic damage.
No, not psychic.
You're
Okay,
fine.
this is why I have a dagger.
Oh, okay, good. You have an actual dagger. Thank God.
Fuck. Wait, it's disadvantage anyway.
Yeah.
You're probably out of practice
Okay.
with
9.
using it.
Kick the wheel.
Unfortunately, you're just like the positioning. You're just not able to like get a good like beat on it to cut through it.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, this is amazing. Sog, save us.
I don't need to.
I only have
Come
one
on, you-
dagger, so I can't even offhand with it. Alright, yeah,
Sedge.
that's it.
Alright. Sug.
Stop
Help.
War Priest smacking this thing.
Okay, here I go. I walk up to this spider. Let me ask you a question. Alright. No, not divine. Ignore the d4 of damage. It's just 12 damage.
Divine Great Axe.
That's if I have divine favor active, which I don't.
Divine Favor. What a spell.
What a spell.
21 is definitely a hit. Deals
For 12 damage?
slashing damage. Yeah, you just heavy cut across this spider, cutting into its carapace.
Bonus action, spiritual weapon.
Oh,
my
yes,
god.
we
Here he
love-
is again.
We
So
love-
after targets, I am attacking the web holding Nona with spiritual weapon.
Okay. Let me go grab your spiritual weapon. There you
Can't wait
go.
for this to only deal 4 damage.
I rolled 19 to hit. It won't let me roll damage with this. Oh, wait, will it? Okay, yeah, there we go. Good. So 9 force damage to the.
There's your spiritual weapon. You can place it wherever.
It's
and
like
yeah, that
in
is
the
enough
square.
that is enough to cut through the webbing and free Nona.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Watch him do it again.
I mean, probably, but I am getting you out of the current situation you're in. All right, that's what I do for this turn. Spiritual weapon has so many targets this fight, he can't possibly waste time.
Friedrich.
Yes. If I was to do a slashing flourish against this spider, could I opt to have my additional target be the webbing, containing Farron?
What is it? Does it say it has to be against a creature?
To any other creature of your choice that you can see within 5 feet of you.
You know what? I think I would.
I mean,
would
Theron
allow
is
it.
a creature. She's covered in web, right? The web hits her.
Yeah, just hit me for like 2, that's fine.
I
I've
think
got
I would allow
HP.
You'd allow it?
Yeah.
Okay. No. But I'm thinking I'm at Thunderwave instead.
It was
Like,
irrelevant.
should I
He just
ask
wanted
you?
to know.
It is
Just
too
wanted to
big.
know.
That is too big.
Wait, it's not. It's 15 feet, isn't it?
It's
Yep.
3.
It's 9 squares.
Yeah. So you're measuring
But I
center
can-
to center, but it's actually
Oh, right.
yeah.
Well, it's still enough to
You
hit
can
them,
just
though, isn't
draw,
it?
Yeah, you can just draw as 3 by 3. Like you can still hit
Okay.
those 3.
Thunderwave.
All right.
First level spell.
Na.
What? What?
Na.
What?
Roll 2 damage.
What?
Thunder. Perfect.
Please tell me you have inspiration.
Well, 2 of them fail.
Get out of here! I pushed them back, Brad. I pushed them back. What?
2.
The good news is, like, even the one that failed only took 1 less damage. That's still almost maximum value of the damage you dealt for failing to save. Or for succeeded to save.
Well, I was about to use my arms. And you pushed them back, so I don't know.
Oh, you could. Oh, trust me. There's a good spot you could get in to still
Like,
use your arms, Asha,
sure.
if you just go
And that's
forward.
why Sugchoose is lagging. Sugchoose is lagging. What was that?
Oh, I was just saying to Asha that there's still a very good opportunity for you to use your arms. You just can't see it yet.
All right, Asha.
You just
I-
can't see it
Okay.
yet. Oh no.
There's definitely 2 here you could hit.
I have to be. Well, I have to move anyway because. Over here. Be good. Arms. Hello, arms.
Okay. Discord.
And Discord's having a bad day today, I think.
Hello? Am I back?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
Alright.
you are.
All right.
You could
Yeah, if you'd like to spend your bonus action to summon the arms.
I just did.
Very good. You'll subtract at 1 point, and then they make a dexterity save, which they both succeed, unfortunately. But you have your
Fierce.
arms now. You have an action, so you can still make an attack.
Oh well.
Which target are you swinging at? Left or right? Right? Okay.
This one.
9 points of damage. You just sort of punch the spider right in its thorax. It is unfortunately not enough to finish it off, but it is now heavily wounded, kind of like leaking this like greenish blood from between the kind of like joints of its exoskeleton.
Ew, icker.
Gory.
Farron, you are still restrained. So you have disadvantage on
You
your
could
So I
try
can't
killing
really
the one
attack
on the
them
right.
unless we're restrained.
You could try your first attack on the web to try to get free.
True. Let me do that. Does that get rid of it? Question mark.
Definitely
Yeah.
hits. I just don't remember what the HP
Yeah,
is.
that is enough to slice through the webs around you. You just sort of spin around
Easy.
with your sword, just cut through them.
A whirling dervish.
They were never there to begin with. I'm just going to hit this one. Again.
Why? Finish the other one.
Wait. Yeah, but I already hit this one.
I will
There's
say
also,
there's
like,
like
a
a pillar.
pillar.
Yeah, there's like a pillar there, so you can't really
There's
like,
like
swing
an
through
entire
it.
ass pillar there.
Stick to the pillar
It's
and
fine,
you know.
I'll just
punch
hit the
it.
pillar and the spider both, you know? This should be easy, right?
Easy, yeah. Just cut through the pillar easily. Yeah. So you hit, dealing 7 points of damage. The spider is still up.
Classic.
But not for long.
Well, not for long. Well, it is its turn first.
Oh, fuck.
Oh,
All right.
God,
1, 2,
please.
3, 4, 5. Right. So.
Fuck.
there's 2 webs back.
Yeah.
Why are you swearing so much? I don't get it.
Ah, geez, Scoob.
All right, this guy.
What just happened?
Let's see.
He's
You're
Web back.
Scooby.
Friedrich
Hello.
has some webs,
No, I don't want them.
and
Well, you're getting them anyway.
let's see. There's
And
two.
dodge.
Doy.
I vetoed the webs.
Nona, you get some webs.
No.
So Friedrich against you. Yep, you get webs.
The plain no.
Webs always hit, by the way. That's the
Webs,
secret
it's
of the
always
webs.
hit,
They
yeah.
always roll high.
And then Nona, it's because they do no damage. Alright, you managed to duck out of the way this time. Alright, so that guy stays put. This guy
Not again.
shot the web, so he can't do nothing. This guy kind of crawls around. He's like crawling up on the walls and whatnot. What's their speed?
He doesn't got to do all that.
There's another one right there. Good to know.
Well, there's more than that.
I think he climbs around.
Yeah. I probably don't want to say.
Oh.
This guy, he's like in there.
That's
I guess
Oh,
Sug's
no.
realizing that no
Oh,
one
no.
can see, and he's like, "There's at least 8 of them."
that's illegal.
This one begins to scurry away. Theron and Friedrich, you get attacks of opportunity against it as it does so.
Yeah.
Poggers.
That misses.
So
You have
it
your
tracks.
advantage-
It tracks.
disadvantage, too, 'cause of but Fiora, you manage to sort of like catch it as it's retreating and like sort of chop off a number of its legs, and it just sort of like wriggles around the ground, like spinning in a circle with like one side of legs still there, before eventually just sort of like shriveling up and kind of dying on the spot.
Bye bye, spider.
But it is just going to be
1 down, 7 to go.
I would say it's nice to have known you, but no, it wasn't.
This one here,
Spider.
similarly, is also going to kind of break away. Nona and Sug, you get attacks against it.
So I assume I still have my dagger in my hand, so I have to use that, right?
Yeah, I believe you.
Okay.
Because you haven't really like summoned the. That's a hit.
Yeah, it says I have to have a free hand.
I might wait to see if you kill it before I attack.
Yeah, that is definitely, you just sort of stab into it as it like tries to retreat, and drain out its blood, and it dies, sort of shrivel up. Continues to like move a little bit too, like afterwards. Really creepy. Alright, and you are webbed. All right, and then these kind of two funnel in. This guy shot his web, so he's there. All right, and then we get to the fun part.
Attacks.
That wasn't the fun part.
Yeah.
There was no melee attacks yet.
That one moved. All right, so 2 of them have attacks. They are going to go after the webbed target, of course. So 2 attacks at Friedrich at advantage. 16. I don't think. Oh wait, that is.
That is a hit.
That is a hit. You take 7
Ooh.
piercing, and I need you to make a con save.
Need is emphasized.
Need
I
to
need
save.
Need
to make
to make the con save, yes.
need to make the con save.
You must.
Oh no!
It is not.
Rip.
You take an additional 14 points of poison damage.
That's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage.
Down to 9 HP.
And then the other one comes in.
Oh.
Doing
Goodbye,
4
Friedrich.
piercing, and then another con save.
You should probably make this.
Okay. So you are reduced. You are reduced to 0 hit points by the poison damage. So you're not bleeding out. You are stable, but you are poisoned and
paralyzed.
Yes, by the poison. So you just like
Also-
kind of.
Also known as useless for the rest of this fight.
I'm just gonna, let's see, I'll do that, and then I'll do that. There we go.
I am?
No, he said known as, not Nona.
Oh, okay. I was like, what?
No. Yeah, he's known as useless for the rest of this fight. He can't do
Okay.
anything. He's gonna be
Yeah.
very.
Okay, and then one of them that scurried sort of around is going to go at Asha in the back.
No.
Attack. That is a miss. And then D2 between Nona and Sug.
They swing at me.
Actually, how intelligent are these stupid things? Not. Right.
Not.
Random. Random it is. Against you, Sug.
Yeah.
My backup's gonna be Chose Sug.
Chose Sug. Perfect.
11 piercing damage to you. And a con save, good sir.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, there you
Oh.
go. You take 5 points of poison.
You're very sturdily built.
And I take 8 piercing because it's non-magical, so it's 13 total.
And that is all the
Ouch.
spiders. No, no.
Brad, why couldn't these things deal acid damage?
Because they're spiders.
Alright,
They
I
should be
can
dealing venom damage, really.
move through Asha's space, right?
Mm-hmm.
Correct, yeah.
Alright, bonus action disengage.
Oh, goodbye.
Goodbye.
I'm getting the fuck back here. And then I will attack
Abandoned.
this one.
Go for it. Yep, that is 18. Wow.
All of you must defend Friedrich.
Not quite enough.
Now,
to,
why would we do that?
Because you love him.
No.
Not quite enough to kill that one, but you see it like writhe in pain from this like psychic assault.
Alright, that's it.
Not quite sure of like what the hell's going on.
I just stabbed its brain, that's all.
Sug.
Bonus action, spiritual weapon will come up here and attack the one that she just hit, I guess. Well, it's only been hit the one time, huh?
But it's been hit the one.
It was hit
time.
hard, though.
I'll hit it with my axe, actually. I don't
Okay.
know if I can kill a spiritual weapon. Axe.
It's a hit.
Oof. Low
7
damage.
Unfortunately, not enough.
Well, that's when the spiritual weapon comes in to steal the kill.
I believe you mean secure. Secure the kill.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a hit, and that is enough to finish the creature off.
And then I stay where I am. Yep, that's where I stay.
Okay. Friedrich, you're down. You're stabilized because of the poison, so you're not bleeding out, so no death saves. Asha.
Friedrich's had this
I
feeling
see.
before, but usually it's a lot more pleasant.
Yeah, the sleep demons this time are spiders.
Hmm
Okay, I will not be inventing the wheel, just 2 unarmed strikes. Forwards, this one.
This guy here. Unfortunately, the first one is a miss, but the second one hits. You deal 7 points of damage. And if that is all, it is then Theron's turn.
Well, I guess we'll just end up taking down more spiders.
Yep, Friedrich's your best friend. Gotta save him.
It's a bit of a stretch.
Someone remind me to ask Friedrich after this fight how it feels to have your body preserved to be eaten later.
Dissolved.
So I'm just gonna hit this one, I think.
Go for it.
Or are any of the others actually damaged? Not
That's the only,
Friedrich.
that's the only one
Thunder.
that's been hit. Yeah,
Okay.
That's the only one that's been hit. The others are fresh because they kind of like backed off and came in. You know?
That probably doesn't hit, does it?
10 does not hit, unfortunately. 18 does, however.
You could trip him.
Yeah.
You could. You could try.
I guess I'll just trip him.
All right.
That's
go
a
for
lot
it.
It's
of
not
legs.
actually going to trip him.
Extra D8. 5 additional points of damage. All right. And then tripping attack strength. He is tripped.
You could
Nice.
technically
Sweat.
action surge and stab him with advantage now that he's prone.
He's
Oh, true.
prone on the wall. It's very strange.
Prone on
Yeah, I
the wall.
mean, I'll do it. I'll
does
take
that
it. It's fine. I'll take it.
All right, so you're gonna action surge.
Yes.
Action
Might
surge.
as well.
All right, that is enough. You
Action
stab-
surge.
You
You gotta
stab
rest for
into
at
it.
least an hour anyway.
You stab into it, and it just splash of spider blood and guts, and it is dead.
Okay. You didn't need to mention
Excellent.
the spider blood and guts.
It's very important.
What's wrong with
Okay.
the spider?
Crucial.
What's wrong with the spider blood and guts and all the
Covered in
legs
it.
and the webs that go everywhere?
Honestly, crucial.
Absolutely covered. I mean, you need to know how disgusting adventuring is.
Hmm
It's very disgusting.
Mhm.
True. True.
This is
True.
why we keep
In
Friedrich
case
around.
you haven't experienced it until
Brad is
now.
trying to put value in Friedrich's life because he can clean us with magic, and that's why we should save him.
Damn, you got me. He knows.
They don't mention how they shit themselves. They don't
That's
put
the
that
only
in
reason
songs.
why.
Damn it! One of them recharged. It's the same one. It keeps
Same one.
recharging its web.
Just
I hate this one.
Blasting over and over.
This guy woke up in the morning and said, "I started
And
blasting."
then he
Just
started
kept-
blasting Sug. Nope.
Don't try to blast me with your sticky web. Thank you.
This one here,
Idoi.
you see kind of like lurches forward, kind of like over Friedrich with its sort of like the upper half of its body, and like it takes
No.
its legs and begins like wrapping like web
No.
like, around him, grabbing him.
No.
He automatically fails, and then it begins to sort of like dash backwards, like out of the way.
Attack of opportunity
crawling
me.
up the wall.
Kill me now. Don't let them take me. Attack of opportunity me.
Kind of dragging around the corner, like up into the like upper.
Oh
area.
god.
Baron, opportunity attack me.
Do we actually want to do that though?
Unconscious
Oh,
and paralyzed. You can't
The
yell.
thing, actually, hang on a second. I think. How far away did they move me, Brad?
Hmm?
How far away did they move me?
Far
It's full
enough.
movement, so 30 feet.
Yeah, you guys lose your dancing lights. I'm too far away.
Yeah, that's true.
You're on the dark
Oh,
now.
no.
They have the
You lost that anyway. It's concentration.
yeah,
You're
it's
in concentration.
concentration.
Oh, yeah.
Super dark.
You guys are all in the dark. Congratulations. Good luck, guys.
Someone should probably get a torch.
That's fine with me. I'm okay. This fight just got
Rude.
very scary though for our Dragonborn and monk, huh?
I'm disappointed that you didn't kill me, Farron.
It would
Yeah,
only give you
unfortunately,
two failed.
It is
That's
it
true.
is forced movement, dude, so it doesn't actually get.
Mhm.
Damn. Alright, good luck,
meanwhile,
guys.
The two remaining spiders, one is going to attack Theron, one is going to attack Thug. Against Theron.
Very
so
nice.
Okay, Brad. That'll tip me. Okay,
Yep,
thank you.
There you go. 10 piercing and a
Oh,
con
jeez.
save.
Okay.
Actually, you might just.
Pog.
Oh,
No.
I am at 1 hit point because I'm a fucking half orc.
Okay, yeah, relentless endurance. Ah! You just scream and hold on.
That's important.
As this poison like courses through your veins.
you will have to heal yourself.
Will I?
No.
Alright,
It's probably a good idea unless we want everyone to die.
Nah, it's one hit point in a dream. It's all you need.
alright. Steady aim. Attacking this one.
Okay.
I'll reroll the 21, see if I crit. Nope, okay.
Alright, that's it. 15 points of damage. Not bad. It is still up.
That's it.
Sug.
Nah, yeah, I'll second level cure wounds myself. I don't want to be unconscious for this fight. 'Cause
Pussy.
our only other healer is paralyzed and being eaten.
Not being eaten yet. Being dragged away. The eating is yet to
You're
occur.
slowly being digested.
Alright, heal for 16.
Okay.
Okay. And then I will bonus action. Spiritual weapon will attack the one that was just injured pretty badly.
Okay. If only.
If only. Still 8 damage.
8 damage, not bad. It is still up, but severely wounded.
I'll take a step, like, here to give Nona a better shot at them, you know?
Yes, indeed. So, Friedrich's just getting tied up. Just not in the way that he expected or wanted.
Nope. Am I continuing to be dragged, Brad?
Well, it's not their turn. Like, you're just...
All right.
But yeah, imagine that it's just dragging you into a corner and, like, wrapping you up like, you know, those cocoons you see that you can loot in RPGs where
Ah,
there's
yes.
a dead person inside. Yeah.
They're gonna get
yes.
they're gonna get a lot of mundane magical items when the adventurers come to my one.
Yep. So, Asha, it is now just pitch black in here, basically. You can barely see around you. You do have a vague idea of where, like, creatures are. Like, there are still creatures, like, within your range that you can, like, sort of detect. You just have disadvantage on attacking them because you can't really see them clearly.
Can I light a torch?
Yeah, you can do that. It would take your action. But you can most assuredly light a torch, assuming you have one, which I assume you do.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, you've got 10 torches, it looks like. Yeah, so you can light one. Mark one off, and what do they give? They give 20/20, right? Yeah.
It's 2020.
Oh,
I have 2020.
wait. Where is my torch?
It's in your inventory,
I
like with all
know.
your other junk. Should be alphabetical, so yeah, just mark it down to 9, and then I will give you some light so you can see. You emit bright light for 20 feet, and you emit dim light for an additional 20 feet. Bam! Let there be light.
Oh my.
Friedrich in his paralysis
which
can
one?
now see some light.
There's
Okay,
2.
which one of them have been attacked
This one
so
is
far?
This
critically
one.
injured. The other 2 are still basically like at full, like they haven't been hit yet.
Yeah.
Okay,
That was your
I
action,
am.
and unfortunately, you cannot make your bonus action attack unless you made an action attack. So you can still like do like your dodge or your dash, but other than that, you're kind of tapped out, as it were.
You still
Like,
have
usually.
Theron. Because now she won't have disadvantage.
Mm. Is there anything useful at all I can do in my turn?
I don't think so. Like you can move around, like
You can move, basically, yeah.
But other than that, you can't really do any further attacks or anything. But
no.
I
I
mean,
don't think you would have seen Friedrich get dragged off.
No,
I didn't see it, so that's why I'm staying here.
Sug saw it, but he's just like, priorities.
yeah.
How far can I move?
40
My
feet, right?
usual?
Yeah. But just keep in mind that if you move next to one of the alive spiders, it is going to
Are all the webs not considered rough terrain?
no, so they're like above, right? Like it's not like
All
ground
right.
level, so it's not difficult terrain.
My hero is coming to save me.
But yeah, I mean, you
So
have
we
no
have 3
idea where.
spiders, one almost dead, and another one,
Yeah,
and
this-
2 fresh.
This one.
And one
this
that
one-
drug Friedrich away.
But yeah,
But you
she
didn't see that. You
Just
just
We
see
can
Friedrich's
ignore
in
that
it.
one for now. It'll be fine.
You do see Friedrich is gone.
It'll be fine.
Help me, Farron.
It's not her turn yet. She will stay and kill spiders.
So yeah, do you
I
want to
can't
move or
even
anything?
go that far. Like, I can't even go that far. He drags you like
Well, I end
way over there somewhere.
Okay.
Theron.
Okay, that's 30, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
First of all, over here.
But should we actually go help him?
You
Or
And-
first just deal with
Maximum's
these
gonna be
spiders?
for that. Bear in mind.
And I suppose over here, and I will stay.
You are taking
Yeah,
the light
so
away
as you-
from Theron if you do that.
Yeah, that too. You're also taking the light.
Yeah, you're running off with the light.
Oh no.
Well, you have dark vision.
No,
Nope.
Theron doesn't.
No. I'm literally blind.
Might be best just to stand here.
Well, I
Yeah,
can't
you
reach
can't-
the spider if I do.
You can't attack this turn anyways, so it doesn't matter that you can't reach it.
No, on my next turn.
Make you
can
move
Yeah, but
move
on your next
turn.
turn you can move at the start.
Oh, very well. Fine. I'm coming back. Is it better?
Mhm.
Thank
yeah, like she
you.
can see there, like you because the light only goes out like 40 feet maximum.
Question: what are those rectangles?
They're like slats like cut out into the floor that look down below. And actually, like if you like look down below, you can see like barely through these slats the bard like facing
Okay,
back and
so
forth
it's
down
a
below.
square I can stand on.
Yeah, it's not wide enough to like fall through.
Okay, fine. I will give you light over here.
Thank you.
Okay.
I appreciate that.
Then Theron, you are up.
Save me.
I will first hit this one. I will first
Fortunately.
hit this one.
That hits, and that is enough to finish it off.
And then
it's
that'll
gonna-
be that, I guess.
Is it going to recharge its web again? I think yes.
You could technically, if you want to, move away from this one, right? Because the pillar's like blocking line of sight for both of
Oh,
you.
true, yeah.
If you
I
wanted to
could go
go
like over here. I
if you
guess.
want to. If you, I meant like away, like
You're the one that saw Friedrich
What's
get
the
dragged off.
point? It will snag you. Come over
Why
here
do
where
I
I
need to
am.
go help Friedrich? Why am I the one who needs to?
Because you're
Are
the
we
one
not
with
friends?
fucking-
Come on, someone has to.
Are we not friends?
Fine!
It's your
Fine,
character.
I'll go over there. Good luck with the rest of the spiders. I believe in you guys.
What with
God,
Theron?
I'm sorry I made Polder jokes.
Yeah, it was
Yes, you
almost-
better be.
All right. So if that is all, then it is the spider's turn. This one, Theron, now that you're kind of over here, it's difficult to see, obviously, because the light isn't really going around the corner very well. But you can see the skirting, basically, as this thing, like, is just dragging Friedrich up into the darkness, like, further and further up into this tower. And, like, beyond your vision radius, basically.
Good luck, Friedrich. Got
Assistance required.
this.
The other two.
We believe in you.
Nope. All right.
Aha.
No web today.
No webs today, my friends.
Just 20 damage bites.
Just 20 damage bites.
All right, this one. Yeah, it's just going after the closest.
There's only 2d8 poison damage, right? But you can roll lower than.
Yeah,
max damage, Brad,
seriously.
if you don't mind,
No,
you don't
I
have
don't.
to.
Just roll 2 ones, like,
That one runs past me. You
Jeez.
have to Nona, right, and provoke from me.
No. I mean, it depends. Depends on what happens with the first one, because they're all acting simultaneously. So the first one bites you, or tries to. Misses, so yeah, this one's just going to bite you, or try to bite you.
Are they afraid of the light by any chance?
They don't seem to be, necessarily. They are kind of
Oh,
keeping
that's
away from
okay.
it, the, like, open flame, but, they don't seem to be, like, afraid of it, quote unquote. It doesn't seem to, like, adversely affect them. They both miss. Nona.
alright, this is getting way too close to me, so steady aim.
It's just a big ass spider.
Yes!
Yes, thank God. Maybe it'll die. It's like 27 damage.
27 damage.
And yeah, that is enough.
Thank you, Elven Accuracy.
Good old power creep. Yeah, you just one shot, easy. Sucks.
I'm tired of these motherfucking spiders in my motherfucking face.
One spider left.
I swing at it, Brad, with extreme prejudice.
Go for it.
Oh my God.
Prejudice.
I think that's I'm not. That's what I roll. 14.
14.
Yep.
Is that your final answer?
Yep.
That's a hit.
Okay. Cool. I add 10 to the second one because I'm swinging twice. I'm using War Priest.
Okay.
I hate this thing.
Just wants it dead so badly.
Dad, I want it to be gone.
All right, this is both hits.
I'm meaning to roll damage.
Roll
I'm not
damage.
meaning to do the fucking attack rolls.
13. Ooh. Big chunks, but
Is it dead yet?
Unfortunately, it is not dead.
Oh, it's not been hit yet.
Spiritual weapon.
I don't have that many action economy.
Yeah, he had to
God.
use his bonus action to what is Friedrich's like current like poison fever dream like going on over here?
Oh, this is just like a couple years ago in that village, man.
I'm imagining
What's
you
it
were
like?
like on acid and doing
Yeah.
like some like the fucking ribbon dancing, like where you're. That's what it looks like, right?
Just tied himself up against the pole somehow.
He's having a really good dream right now. Asha.
If we kill the one currently attacking Sag, it will not be the end of the battle. We have to still save Friedrich, right?
Yeah, that one's gonna continue to just like wrap Friedrich
I mean,
up
we
and,
don't
like, shove him in a corner.
Have to.
But
We should.
Save me.
Uh,
Save me.
I suppose I should finish this one. Okay.
You're way faster than it, so you can catch up as long as it's not climbing.
It's also very injured. I think I just chunked it hard.
Okay, Farron can get back and kill the spider.
If
I
you run away
will
with the light,
be-
you can't see though.
Well, she remembers the approximate position. She will get there.
Sure. That's what Theron's gonna do. Just run into the dark and try to swing into the spider.
Someone with 7 wisdom is
He's
Definitely
probably
going
going to do that. Okay, this is probably too late to ask, but how do I measure my squares? From the square I'm on or from the next one?
You start with the square you're on, and then every square is 5 feet. So like the other way you can think of it is like you can move 8 squares total. You can like move your token 8 squares total because you have 40 feet of movement. If that's a little bit easier than doing the feet measurement, just counting squares.
You could also take a few steps and then see what you want.
do have to like go like for instance like this corner, you have to go like around a corner. You can just go through a corner. You have to go like around it.
Okay, so this will put me 3 squares in. Okay, 3 squares, 4 squares. I mean, I see this thingy. I can attack it because I'm on square.
You basically have to get I will say you basically have to get like right under it because it's actually up. Like it's dragged him up into the area. So you have to basically get right under it in order to have the reach to kind of
Okay, does this count?
Yeah, you'll be able to just barely reach it there as it's like wrapping Friedrich and like attaching him to the corner.
It
Save
has
me, my
not been
friends.
damaged yet.
A little. It took a little of the it took a wee bit of thunder damage. Not much.
Okay, first of all, an arm strike with my regular arms.
Yep, that is a hit.
Flurry of blows -1 key point and 2 more unarmed strikes. Oh, the second one did something.
Yeah, the second one does not hit, but the last one does. 2 like quick blows to the spider like crush in bits of its armored kind of exoskeleton, but it is still sort of continuing what it's doing, although it does seem to be kind of reconsidering just wrapping Friedrich up and like turns and like hisses at you, basically like.
It didn't spit him out yet?
No, because he's actually been like dragged up and is now like dangling in the corner like from the ceiling, like suspended in this like cocoon, right?
Can I pull him down?
I will say he's just out of range basically because he's like all the way at the ceiling, which is 15 feet. Yeah, so he's just out of range of being able to grab him. Theron.
Okay, Theron.
You similarly see like the spider. You would not be able to like melee it from like the ground because it's like skittered up on the ceiling. So you'd have to like throw something at it.
You have a bow?
No, but I have 2 daggers from Gordon.
There you go.
There you go.
Do you have darts?
I don't have darts. I don't do darts. I just do daggers and scimitars. And that's it.
All right, time
Can
to
I
throw those
throw it
daggers.
Can I throw it from here, or would it be more
Yeah, you could throw it.
You'd be at a
accurate
disadvantage.
if I just throw it from right next to it?
Yeah, it'd probably be a bit of an easier shot, like standing next to it, but you can still technically hit it from where you are with the range of a thrown dagger.
Yeah, I guess I'll just go here. Do I just like roll a normal attack roll?
Yeah, just roll your normal attack. You're just throwing away the dagger. Like you don't have the dagger anymore once you've done that.
That's fine. I also have 2, so.
Incredible. Incredible.
You just throw 2 daggers like up into the webs, and they just get caught in the webs. Like
I tried.
you're
Okay.
just, like,
Wait,
so-
can I re-roll one of them?
so not used to that. With inspiration, yeah, if you want to spend your inspiration, you could reroll.
I mean, that feels
Fine.
so
Do you
useless.
really want to use that inspiration?
It's fine, you don't need to.
How much do you care about Gordon? Is what you're asking yourself.
Damn. I mean, I'm just gonna
Okay,
get
sorry
them
about Gordon.
back afterwards.
It's fine, just let Asha
What if
punch
it
it.
poisons you
It's
and you have to do a death saving throw? Think of it.
It's fine, you don't need to use your inspiration.
I mean, Friedrich is not being immediately in danger.
Alright.
I mean, he's pretty immediately in danger.
That's
Besides
fine.
chow
You
down.
got this, dude. You'll be fine. All I want you to know is that I tried.
Mhm.
I tried to save you. I really did. But I'm terrible at throwing daggers.
All right.
Okay, spiders.
The spider's turn. Just for the lulz.
Just for the
Spidey,
lulz.
Spidey, Spidey.
This one is going to attack Sug.
It's not gonna run away in terror.
Nope.
Coward.
Just saw his friend's head explode.
Well, Sug, it's been real.
I'm fine.
It's fine.
Brad finally didn't roll like max damage.
All right, then.
For once.
Neither did you roll max saving
Okay.
throws.
Are we still good? Are we still good?
I'm fine. Like that's what I'm
All
saying.
right,
I wasn't even. I'm not in danger of being unconscious yet.
This one over here is going to sort of hiss, like it's pressed up against the ceiling, so it's out of range of most melee attacks, although Asha has these sort of like arms swinging at it. It's going to shoot its web, because it hasn't actually done that yet. It's going to do so at Asha. But I believe that misses. You managed to duck out of the way and do not get caught up in the webs.
Little question.
Hmm?
If it's an attack, what does it roll against? My
Your
armor
yeah.
class?
Mm-hmm.
So it would have to match or beat 18, which it did not. So that is a miss.
Does my cloak of something count?
Your cloak of
What's your AC?
cloak of protection, yeah, that adds to your armor class. I believe it's included.
Okay.
I think yours is normally 17.
No, it
No,
says
it's
18.
Yeah, so
Oh.
it should be 19 then. It should be. I'll add it onto your sheet in a bit.
Oh, okay.
Anyways, yeah, it misses, and then it's Nona's turn.
That's just to broaden my understanding of the mechanics.
I think I was.
Okay, now it's going. Yes, go ahead.
I was gonna say I'll like as a free action, I'll yell to Nona. I'm like, they ran off to help Friedrich. I don't know if you want to help him or not.
Oh, all right.
Wait, isn't the spider going to bite me?
No, it tried to wrap you up in the web to like keep you from
Oh,
attacking it.
okay.
I'll just take a regular shot, but I'm gonna use my clockwork amulet to get a 10.
Okay.
So I assume 17 hits.
Yeah, 17 hits. And it's against
10
the weapon
damage.
from Sug.
Yeah.
That is enough to finish that one off.
All right. Now.
Do you still have movement left?
Yeah, I didn't move. 30. Bonus action dash. Hello, friends.
There are
I'm
now
paralyzed.
Three people standing underneath the underneath the spider.
I can't do anything else, but I'm here.
Sug.
So he'll walk over here. He'll see this thing. He'll sigh. He'll drop his great axe.
Slowly drag the spiritual weapon over.
No, he's not doing that. He's dropping his great axe and he pulls out a crossbow and shoots at it.
Oh, go for it.
Wow,
Do you
I'm
have
really
a
good at
crossbow?
I do, but I'm not great at it. Also, I rolled a fucking 2. Bonus action. This is the best part. I'm gonna healing word Friedrich so he can be awake for the. He's paralyzed but awake for the situation.
So now he's conscious and realizes the terrible situation.
He can be awake and unable to do anything. You're
Well,
welcome.
would you just imagine Friedrich waking
He's just
up
looking
halfway
up at the
wrapped?
spider.
What is and he can't even like he's paralyzed, so he can't even like really
Yeah,
say
sweet dreams are made of these.
Wait, doesn't he have the psychic voice thing? Couldn't he still yell in our heads?
I guess you could, yeah.
Yeah, I guess you could.
You hear in your
Maybe
head,
had to go and
this
do
is
that.
this is really like that village from a few years ago.
You were having a really good trip and then it turned into a very bad trip.
Yeah.
Asha.
Yes. An armed strike.
That is it.
And is it still alive?
It is.
Then I will do another unarmed strike.
Right.
Please tell me it landed.
With the second strike from your sort of spectral arms, you basically just sort of like and just like smash this thing into a pulp against the ceiling.
And guts and green bits raining down on us.
Totally, 100%. Very, very, very messy.
What about Friedrich's raining down on us?
No,
I'm still
because
dangling.
He's stuck in the corner now because he's been like put up
Yep.
there like in a cocoon.
Gotta cut me down.
How high
How
up?
do we do
Initiative
that?
is over. He's like 15 feet basically like up and like jammed into the corner in a bunch of webs.
Is it just like one strand holding him up?
No, it's sort of like he's like in a web, right? So it's like multiple kind of like.
The spider spent like 2
Oh.
turns literally just encasing him in web.
Yeah, it's he's in there.
Hey guys, it's like pretty dark in here. You hear in your head.
What if we just burnt the web? I'd be fine.
Yeah.
Here, Genasi, he might evaporate.
Can I just stand on your shoulders real quick?
I guess.
Did we win, guys? I hope we won. I think I can feel like a connection on the other side of this. So I think you're there. Are you in a web too?
You're paralyzed. Your ears
man.
still work. You can hear us talking to each other.
Alright, so
It's
I'm
like-
5'2". I assume you're tall enough for me to be able to reach it.
Yeah, he's like 6'6", I think is what his height is.
Okay.
So, yeah,
So
you
I
can
will
stand.
stand
Yeah, I
on
think
Sug's
you can
shoulders
go,
and
like-
cut him down with the dagger.
Alright, yeah. So you begin slicing at the webs around him with the dagger.
Someone get ready to catch him
Alright,
because I'm not going
2d6
to.
falling
Yeah,
damage,
so
Brad.
that's the thing is like, I guess whoever is like, unless somebody's
Who's
like,
catching
standing
me?
under him to catch him, he's just gonna fall to the ground. So...
Okay, I'm gonna wait for someone to be down there before I finish.
There we
it.
go. Asha.
All right, yeah. So
My
Sug-
savior.
I have 4 arms.
Uh,
I have a higher chance of catching him.
Yeah. So no, you kind of
True.
cut him loose, and he begins to fall.
Oh.
Asha, just
Falling!
make a dexterity save for me, and we'll see. Just don't roll a 1. If you roll a
Wait,
1, you'll drop
a
it.
save or a check?
A save, yeah.
Okay.
Just don't roll. A 1.
I'm trying to find my dexterity. Save.
It'll be
Yep.
to the right. Yeah, the save.
It's top left.
Top left. All right, yeah. So you manage to with your arms and your own arms, you sort of catch him in your forearms and
I've been caught.
lower him. He's still like in the cocoon, right? But like
Cocoon.
you can like
Yes,
lower
I
him.
managed to catch, to grab the threads as they fly from the ceiling.
Help me out.
Alright, I'll start cutting him out, and I will accidentally give him like a 1 HP damage cut.
Accidentally.
This feat was the best choice ever.
Could
Down
just
to
leave him-
3
Oh,
HP.
yeah, so you
We
sort of
could just leave him in there, right?
carve into the freshly made cocoon and like kind of peel him out.
Oh, air. Can't move though.
So he has a web, he's poisoned, and he's paralyzed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we should probably take a rest and see if it wears off.
Someone scratch my nose, please.
I'll scratch it with the dagger.
Ah.
He's paralyzed. So
Thanks.
you're like pretty numbed. So
Alright, never mind, man.
I don't even think it really helps much. Like it's
No, I
almost like
wouldn't.
this.
It's
like
just
that itch
a
you
mental
can't
itch.
scratch. Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
this
mental
itch you
itch.
can't scratch.
Awful.
It is fucking torture, dude.
That's torture.
It's fucking torture.
Ah! Ah! It's being trapped inside my
turns
own.
out being injected with like lethal amounts of spider venom, not a nice experience.
Man, it's a good
Who
thing I'm a
would've
water.
thought?
It's a good thing I'm a water genasi, guys. Otherwise, that poison might have killed me.
Does that just being a water genasi affect you being poisoned?
It affects me in ways that doesn't affect you. That's how these mushrooms are so damn good.
just bullshit. He's just bullshitting. All right, yeah. So I guess you guys settle down to rest in the amidst the spider corpses.
Yeah.
While you guys do that, I'm gonna search this room, see if there's any sort of
Okay.
maybe way to open the portcullis down below.
I want you to know I'm spending an hour over here, and if you get in a fight, that doesn't change me.
I am not leaving this room.
I believe you. I
have
believe you.
mostly learned my lesson.
Yeah. So I think you guys spent.
Does an hour count as a short rest?
Yes, that is.
Yes,
also
an hour is a short rest.
Yeah.
I get spend my hit
And-
die, Brad.
You guys settle down, waiting for this poison to wear off and Friedrich to regain his senses. It's just a miserable, torturous experience the whole time, Friedrich, because you're just laying there, unable to move.
I can still talk mentally.
Yeah, that's the torturous part for us. It's not.
Wait,
it's-
what's the range on your telepathy?
60 feet.
Oh, we can't outrun it.
I could. I thought about like trying to
Press
find out
yourself into the
if there was a
corner.
range, but I didn't feel like doing that. I didn't feel like wandering around.
You actually can't escape it due to the non-Euclidean geometry. You cannot escape it.
We move him. No. We move him to the
Wait,
farthest corner.
Does he have to have line of sight?
No, I don't think so.
Oh no, I
And
do have
since
to have
we've
line
been
of sight.
Yes, okay, I'm hiding around the corner.
Hide around the corner. Everybody.
Did he
hides around
tell
the
us
corner.
that works? Yeah. So I come over here. Resting over here.
Okay, I suppose the spiders make better company.
Guys, where'd you go? Farron!
Everybody just abandons him around the corner. All right. So
Oh,
you
hell
guys-
yeah.
The hour passes. You guys get a short rest. Friedrich, the poison wears off, and you are no longer poisoned and paralyzed.
Can I use my hit die?
Yeah, I will give you that, even though it wasn't very restful. You still can benefit from a short rest.
Do I still get my song of rest?
I will say no, because you couldn't like perform it, right?
I could perform to myself in my head.
That's not how that works.
This is bullshit. You're nerfing my class abilities, Brad.
You were paralyzed.
8,
And unfortunately, you
16.
cannot telepathy with yourself. I guess you could think of yourself, but that's not really much of a performance.
In your opinion. Alright.
Listen, I'm an expert at talking to myself in my head, and
I
can
cast
tell you
Dancing Lights again.
that it's not very restful.
Oh, hey, you can move.
We have a torch.
I have turned! Da-na-now. I strum on loot.
Did I find anything in the hour of searching this room?
No. You don't find any like mechanism or anything like that.
Okay.
In this room.
Just fight the spiders for nothing.
I mean,
Not for nothing, they were trying
For
to
our
kill us.
survival, yeah. For
Yeah.
us living.
It was like you fought them to get into this place because there was really no other way. I mean, I guess there was that other door. But yeah, so I think like looking around, and I think like after the fighting is over, you can like hear shouting from like down below. It's like, I hear sounds of fighting up above. Are you quite all right?
Yeah,
Oh,
we're good.
hey!
We are now.
He's like directly below you in this other room.
Can I throw down some spider legs at the guy?
You could, I guess, if you like tore them off, you could like throw down the spider legs.
Here you go. Have a present.
You throw one down, and he's like, "No, that's quite all right. I'm quite fine down here without any accompaniment. Thank you. I appreciate your concern, however."
Oh, could he have sung arrested the rest of us for our short rest since we were next?
No, he only calls himself a bard. He's not
Oh,
actually a
God damn
bard.
He's just useless?
He's useless. Yeah, that's true.
He's Captain.
Friedrich
He's
is the
another
best bard
NPC
you're ever going
and
to
they
come
tend
across.
to be.
I suppose
I am the
Should-
bard.
carry on.
Yes.
Yeah. So I think like you get like a general layout basically of the area. You can see that on like the other side of this room, like over here. There's another door similar to the one that you came in. I will allow that you kind of like looked inside and saw that it's basically just kind of like a mirror of the room you entered into, but without the extra door to the south. That's just it. It's just a dead end room basically. And
Okay.
there's 2 staircases that seem to like just like looking at them, they just seem to go down into hallways down below. Like I said, you didn't want to like stray too far, so you didn't like look too far down.
Right.
But they seem to like go into hallways down below, separate ones.
So we didn't find any mechanism here, and there is nothing interesting but going down. So I suppose
well,
we go
there-
back
there
to
was
the
that
other
door-
room.
There was that other door in the room that came in.
You I guess you would.
Yes,
you would-
that.
You would find like a mechanism, but you would know it wouldn't like it doesn't work the portcullis. It like tips the cauldrons over like into the. It's just like a lever that like tips.
Are
the
they
cauldrons
full?
Over. No,
If anything?
they appear to be like long, empty.
Why is that where your line
Yeah,
of thought
I mean-
goes?
I mean, it would solve our bard problem in one way.
I'm just curious.
You mean
'Cause that
this
would imply
thing?
that someone was here defending the place recently.
I suppose, yeah.
These are cauldrons.
Yeah.
Okay. I
Alright.
Alright.
say we
Let's
go
try-
back.
Do we try the stairs or do we try the door that we passed earlier?
The stairs are going downstairs. I don't think there is any point.
I mean, there's probably a way to get him out.
Yeah, they could probably open that door.
But
if
why
we
would
could
we
find
want
a
to
way-
do that if he's completely useless?
Because
We're helping
he's
him leave. We're
famous.
not like,
He might give us something.
yeah.
True. True.
He's useless.
Also,
Let him die.
he's like an innocent person. Yeah, that's not. He's just like some guy. We don't hate him, right?
This person has no use for us. Let's just leave him to starve to death.
I mean, to be fair, you shouldn't have gotten himself in that situation, but yes. I guess we should save him.
Can we offer him a way up?
From a lever to open the gate? Yeah. Did you say that already?
Not in this.
That's what I was looking for. Yeah. Not in here.
Can I open this door up here, Brad?
Yeah, I mean, you could have probably Nona probably could have opened it.
Yeah, I looked into it already. It's just
it's just a mirror of the room.
Other chimney we could have come in.
There's no door. Yeah, it's the other chimney basically.
Okay.
The illusion of choice.
Since we can go downstairs, or we can check that other door.
It is sort of a choice because there's an extra door in the one you went down.
Yeah, there's another door in that one.
All right.
I'm gonna go check the door.
I follow Nona.
Okay.
I will check it for traps.
Okay, make a perception check.
Perception.
Yep, perception. I mean, unless you want to specifically take like 10 minutes to look it over and investigate it. Perception is quick, investigation is more time consuming.
Can I also roll a perception?
I will say in this case that Nona is kind of like taking up all the perceiving space of looking for
all the room.
I was gonna offer to guidance you, but with rolls like that. Who needs enemies?
You don't see any obvious signs of traps. Like it's like a solid stone door. Where would they even put traps?
Open the door.
All right.
So the trap goes off.
Big spider.
So when you open the door,
as you open the door, you see there's a short room that basically kind of like crumbles away. Like it looks like the room is like crumbled away, but you see what looks like a narrow tunnel that kind of like it's narrow, like it's a squeeze, but like you could a medium creature could fit down it, and it seems to like squeeze down and kind of like curve around.
Friedrich, is this your specialty?
It is heading downward. It's like at a slight downward slant, and it seems to like go further down.
Oh, he's be right back. Okay, never mind.
I'm gonna see where this goes.
Don't go too far.
Squeeze through.
Right. I have returned.
You like squeeze.
I was about to offer you to squeeze into a tunnel.
I'll let you move it.
I'm going in.
You squeeze down the tunnel. It's very.
Wow, it's real tight in here, Nona.
It's like rough. It's very tight. You're like crawling on all fours basically through here, half speed. It descends down. It's probably about like 60 feet long, and it like kind of winds around a whole bunch before you see it eventually like exits out into a very narrow hallway.
Can the rest of us squeeze through?
Yeah, I mean if you're following after.
I thought we were letting Nona go ahead and scout and then waiting, but then Friedrich went into.
Friedrich's just behind.
I mean, it doesn't bother me because if I can't see him, I can't hear him.
Hey, guys!
Shout now, yeah, Jimmy. Are you shouting like that?
It's really long and narrow in here.
Good. I hope you're having fun.
I won't go that far.
Did Sag and Nona still link telepathically?
Oh, it's all turny.
No,
it's all turny.
I only rolled 1 hour because the dice hate me.
Brad, is this a dead end or is this like go up somewhere?
That's where you came from. Like that goes up back the way you came.
Whoop, whoop, wrong way.
Tell the rest of them to come down.
All right, I head back and I'm like, guys, come down.
All right.
I'm down to where?
I will just quietly, stealthily look around these corners.
Sure.
Hurry up before Nona wanders off.
All right, so yeah, you guys begin to squeeze through, I assume.
Mm-hmm.
All right, yeah. So it's slow going, right? Because it's very narrow, like passageway. that you like barely fit in.
I leave a dancing light trail,
Oh.
so they can find their way.
I'm trying to go last because I feel like I'm the most likely to be stuck.
Sure.
While they're coming down, I'll investigate big door for any traps.
Sure. Go ahead. If you could, for the time being, Theron and Asha, stay still for me.
Oh.
I'm just dragging you down, basically. Like she's doing this as you guys are coming down. Like I said, it takes a while, right? You're crawling, basically, like squeezing through this passageway, so it's going to take a while. Nona, can you give me, well, what's your passive perception? Right, is 11?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you begin to look over the door. Is your intent that you want to like investigate it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so you begin like the process of investigating as everybody is kind of squeezing through the tunnels. And I think with your passive perception, as you're like looking over the door, you begin to catch this sort of like scent, like something is off, and it is kind of this awful stench begins to like enter into the room, and you hear this sort of like slavering noise, like something like with this like distended jaw, like drooling heavily.
Hello, you have come into the stench part of the conversation.
Yeah, I think James is a little bit roboty.
He's just a little bit roboty, and you see, basically, as you're doing this, like you look behind you, and you see. Yes, hello, James. Stop.
Yes, hello to you too.
Fucking Discord, man.
Well, I mean, I think it might be you.
Maybe it's me.
Because I could hear everybody else just fine.
Yeah, everyone else is fine.
What the fuck? What? Bullshit.
It's a you to Discord thing. It's not like a.
Yes, I'm sorry. I didn't want to hurt your feelings, and I was sort of pretending Discord doesn't work.
God damn it. It's the humidity, man, I'm telling you.
Yeah, so you look back, Nona, as you're sort of in the process of investigating, and you like smell this like stench. At this point, I would say like Friedrich's kind of like here, and like Theron's just coming out. Asha's like coming behind. Sug, you're like behind, right?
Yep.
And you
Did
turn.
the light trail help, guys?
You turn and see what looks like this sort of very pale, shriveled, dry-looking dwarf. Their beard hair is sort of like patchy, like half fallen out. Their head is just completely like skin bald. Their eyes are sunken and hollow with this like pale, like reddish light behind them. And they have these sort of like long, like almost like half distended jaw with like sharpened, to like purposely filed down and like sharpened teeth. And they just like let out this horrible like screeching noise as they like see you. And let us roll initiative.
Oh, no. Why does this always happen?
Because you always go in front.
Question, still at a disadvantage?
Yeah, we're still exhausted.
Still exhausted.
Brad, I had like a nice rest with some poison in my bloodstream.
I had my initiative clicked, or my token clicked, but because of this tunnel, it's like
I rolled 21 twice. Guys, how come we have decimals?
I put on
tiebreak.
Yeah, it basically adds your dexterity score on there for a tiebreaker in case you have the same roll as somebody. It's in the cogwheel setting too.
Yeah.
I will need more instructions. Cogwheel.
It's in the center top area.
Just tell me what it reads.
Add dex tiebreaker to initiative.
Okay.
All right. Do we have everybody? Nona, Theron, Friedrich, Sug, Asha. Yes. Cool. All right. So, Asha.
We're pretty much stuck.
Yeah, so you're not
stuck.
Basically, you have to spend 20 feet of movement to get out of the tunnel because you're like moving like half speed crawling through this tunnel. So you have to spend 20 feet of movement to get out of the tunnel. And then from there, you'll have the rest of your movement.
Can you please just put my token where I end up after
Okay.
crawling out?
So it's 20 feet basically to get to the end. And then I guess if you want to go to Theron, it would be on the other side of Theron here. It would be 5. Otherwise, it would be the rest of your movement, basically like getting just in front of Friedrich.
And where is Nona?
Nona, you can see like further past Friedrich.
Do I want to get in front of that thing or not really? Okay, I suppose I will get behind Theron.
Okay. So you are there. Sug, I will say.
Can I take a step back? Wait. To make room
so
for
that would
him.
be 25 feet, so you can keep going back if you want to. You can keep going back more.
There you go. Over here.
Sug, you basically have to dash to get into the open space, and I will say you don't even have enough movement to get in front of like Friedrich. You just have to dash in like behind Theron. It's the only like valid place for you to go with the way everybody's arranged themselves.
Sure, you can move me. I don't know. I can't move myself really. So that's 60 feet to get there?
Yeah, because you're like crawling through the rest of the length of the tunnel most of the way. Theron, you obviously do not see anything, but I think even you can like begin to smell like the stench, and you see like Nona kind of like whirl around and like react.
Help me not get surrounded.
Let me see. Oh, I can't even see anything. Where is this thing? I can't see anything.
Freddy did say a dancing light, so I'll give you the.
Okay, I'm just gonna sit here because I have no idea what the hell's going on.
But,
you have a little dancing light above your head.
Even with
that's a good spot. Thanks.
I figured standing in front of you would be better because then at least they'll probably hit me instead of you.
Listen, Nona's not taking a single hit. I think she should take some. You know.
She did last time.
She did not.
With the spiders.
With the way he was rolling, those spiders would have one-shot me.
You do still have an action, Theron, if you wanted to like dodge or something like that. Just like take up a defense.
Or hold it.
Or hold it to attack something that comes up to you. Either one.
Dodge.
I guess I'll hold it.
Yeah, dodge is probably better.
Oh. I'll dodge. I'll dodge.
Nona knows what's coming and you don't.
I'll take their advice. I'll dodge.
All right, yeah. So Theron, you hear these like horrible, sort of like screeching, slaughtering noises, and this horrible stench basically erupting out of the darkness as these creatures kind of begin to make their way forward.
If only we had a light in here. Damn.
You got a little one. I mean, there's still a torch lit, right? Or I guess it probably wore out by now. It's been an hour.
Yeah, that torch. I think torches usually last longer than that. It's just like it's behind her. It's in the Asha has it.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. So this one can get to here. This
I'm covering the lair in case someone sneaks on us.
This one had the dash. It gets there. This one gets here. This
one
there's like
dash.
A torch tip.
How many are there?
Yes.
And there. I will say.
Oh God.
That many.
What the fuck are these things?
3 of them had to dash.
What?
But the other 4
he said what they were.
do get attacks against Theron.
I may have been pissing, or Discord may have been broken. Like,
sorry, 3. The other 3 get attacks against Theron.
Fucking like zombie dwarfs.
Zombie dwarves with long ass tongues. Look at them.
I think there's something that Nona actually would be good against.
All right, so Theron, 3 attacks at disadvantage against you.
All against Farron. Ghouls.
That's why you dodged.
That's why you dodged.
Nice. Thank you.
Is ghoul fever a thing in this edition of D&D? I can't remember. I'm gonna hope not. Anyway. Step down with my swords drawn. Oh look, bad guys. Slice.
Make room for the others for the others.
Yeah, I would love to make room, but I can't. So
make room with your swords.
I will make room with my blades, yes. So let's see. I guess I'll go for a defensive flourish if it hits, but does that hit?
13 does hit, yeah.
Alright. I will defensive flourish. Flourish.
Defensive
Blah 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 blah. 6 extra damage, and I get that to my
Ooh.
AC until the start of my next turn.
Damn.
That gives you 21 AC. You should like step back.
Is it alive?
It is, yeah.
Poke.
Okay. Another hit, another 5.
It's
Is it alive?
It
It's
is.
technically not
I mean,
alive.
It's technically, yeah, no, it's technically dead. It's quite dead. But
Is it re-dead?
It is not.
Is it deaded again?
It is still moving.
I will step
Is it double
up.
dead?
Wait, hang on. What's it saying again? Walking speed increases by 10 feet until the end of your turn. Ha ha ha.
Isn't that mobile?
I will.
flourish?
That's just part of the normal flourish.
Oh.
Mobile lets me step after them, but either way. I guess I'll take step up here so I'm not leaving his threat range, and someone else can step in.
Sure.
Aren't I smart?
Sure you are. Nona.
Alright, I'm gonna be brave so Theron doesn't get surrounded. I
Really?
will
Kind of already
steady.
surrounded.
Well, I mean, completely surrounded.
Yeah.
I will steady aim and stab the shit out of this one's brain.
Alright, go for it.
Assuming it
Brain.
Brains.
I'm not sure it has a brain.
Of course it does. It's just like an undead brain.
Deals 12 psychic damage. That's it, because you cannot move, because you aimed. Asha.
Let's see if I step here. Can I attack over Nona squared?
15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. You have enough movement to get right next to Nona.
You don't have your arms anymore.
And I suppose I will reach
You
over
would have
because
to
I still have my
resummon
arms.
them. No, because that only lasts 10 minutes and it's been an hour. So you
But
have
you-
to
yeah,
resummon
but-
them. But you get all your key points back on a short rest.
Yeah,
so, like,
you're full
you're
key.
good, yeah. So you can just resummon them.
Yes, so
Hey, I can
summoning
finally see the
arms.
rest of this room.
And they would all be in range.
To get smacked by the arms.
Hey, someone needs to get smacked.
I assume you summon the arms.
Gotta be
Yes,
them than
yes, I
us.
just did.
James died.
James is dead. James is killed. Rip
Hello.
James.
Hello.
Hello.
Deck saves clockwise. 6 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That looks to me like 2 successes and 4 fails. So go ahead and roll your 2d4.
2D. Just a moment.
All right, this one is clobbered.
Step into that square. Do it.
It doesn't have any movement. It took all the time to get there.
Boom! Dog.
No, this one succeeded.
You're an
Okay.
orc. You can do that thing where you can like move an extra go, can't you?
Nope, not an orc.
What? Bullshit. What's with the tusks? Just for show?
They're filed.
Damn.
So yeah, that's your bonus action. You do still get an attack as an action, so you can. They are all in range, so you can choose. This one is the most heavily wounded down here, but you can attack any of them from where you are. Sarah.
Oh, no, it's not my turn.
No, it still is your turn.
Yeah, so you still have your action.
Oh, it's-
Yeah, you can still make your regular attack.
Oh, I
It's
was
a
looking at the
bonus.
turn order and it
Yeah,
was Sug's turn.
Yeah, I pushed over, but yeah, you still have your action.
Okay, unarmed strike towards this heavily wounded creature.
Okay.
Excellent, excellent. Oh my god, space to move.
And then it's Sug's turn.
Step up here as far as I can go. And then I will cast Toll the Dead on the one that I can see, which is this one.
All right.
I don't know if that one's been injured or not, but it's taking possible damage.
Takes damage.
It has been injured.
Okay, let me go ahead and I forgot that Toll the Dead does not roll damage when I cast a spell. Good, it takes 1 damage then. instead of 7.
Oh!
That's
Oh
why
my
you
god.
separate them. That's why you have separate ones, so you don't.
Okay,
see that.
you're the one to talk with your thunder damage.
Listen, one more level, and then our cantrips will be better.
All right, Theron. Yeah, now that there's light here and you can actually like see more, like these things are they're horrible, like half rotted, like dwarven corpses that are like shuffling about.
Very nice.
Quaint, isn't it?
I'm just gonna hit it. Just gonna hit it. That's the only thing I can do. I'm just gonna hit it.
The one below you.
Yes.
All right,
Fight for life. All I can do is hit it.
Yeah, that's me.
I mean, you have two. You have your offhand attack as well.
And you could
I
swing
know.
again.
And I would like to use this one. Yay!
All right, roll your extra damage. It is
Ooh,
dead. Again.
nice.
It is re-dead.
I think you overkilled it.
That's fine. Can I use
should-
my action surge as well?
Do
you mind?
What
You want
sure,
to.
rest. You could, yeah.
Yeah, sure. I'll hit the one in front of me if it hits.
You mean directly to the
You
right?
mean straight to the right?
They're
In
all-
front of the way her
Yes.
character's facing
This
on the
one.
portrait art.
Yes, exactly.
That is a hit.
Very
You could
nice.
also trip attack it. Technically. I mean, it would just stand back up when it's turn.
True. All right, if that is all,
Yes.
it is the ghoul's turn. Now they are swinging regularly. with
That was
disadvantage.
that's good ghoul noise, Brad.
Thank you. All right, well, I'm gonna do a claw. A claw against you. Swing. Nope. Second one is claw against you. Nope. And wow.
Good. We need some of this to make up for the spiders, Brad.
Yeah, this is the anti-spiders.
And the orcs. Don't forget those.
Nothing bad happened with the orcs. What are you talking about?
There was no war in.
There is no war in Bossing Say.
Oh
Friedrich.
god.
Yep. Alright. Oh, my phone. Fuck. Alright, there we go. I'll put it there. I step over
Okay,
here.
Did they really all miss?
Yes, they did really all miss.
Yeah, they're terrible.
James, yes, they are. James, if you are going to attack, start from the bottom to the top because I won't reach anything else.
You literally
What?
can reach all of them.
You have
Yo,
reach.
you can reach
hit
all of them.
You don't even have to move to hit them. But
Yeah,
you could
you-
also move and hit them.
You can hit them over my square. You're fine.
Thanks
You're
to the
Gucci.
power of non-Euclidean geometry.
I slash at the one, Brad. At this one right here.
The one. Okay, yeah. So you slash at that one. It hits. Deals 9 points of damage.
I flourish.
You do a flourish.
Defensively.
Ah,
1 damage. 1 extra
damage,
AC.
1 AC, boys.
It's either top or
Valid.
bottom with these things. It really is. And then I will give it a little poke.
A 9 is insufficient.
Bullshit.
Nona.
All right. Steady aim. Throw it this.
All right.
Holy
Nice.
shit.
Nice.
That is a miss.
No,
No, I'm missing. Oh my god.
Wow.
These things are really in her head.
they got to, yeah.
Okay, which one has Friedrich been hitting?
He just
The
hit
one next to me.
directly, like, yeah, to his right. That one.
Okay, then I suppose
Man.
an unarmed strike first.
An 11 is a
Uh,
miss.
Do it again.
Yes, and another unarmed strike. No flurry.
An 18 hits, 9 points of damage. It is still up.
Oh, it's a sturdy one.
Hog.
I can't move, right?
You can move.
You move back.
You have like 40 feet of
Yeah,
movement. You can move forward.
You can move
backward.
through your companions. It just costs 10 feet instead of 5 feet. There's 2 squares instead
Yeah.
of 1 square to move through.
You could come all the way down here if you want.
Yep, you could. I could then
Oh.
maybe move.
Yeah, it might be a good idea. To just, like,
Can
move
I
into the
step
corner.
on the dead?
Yeah,
Of
you
course,
can-
they're
dead.
You can step over them.
Ugh.
I mean, you might feel
And
it in
I
your
suppo-
shoes, but
I guess it's supposed
Oh,
of whether or not
don't say
Asha
that.
wants to step all over the like half-rotted dwarven corpses or not.
Listen, I can
Okay,
clean you. It's fine.
Fine, over here.
Okay. Sug.
I can move 10 feet,
Move.
20 feet, 25 feet. I'm here.
Does the room live up to your expectations?
It looks exactly as I thought it would look. All right, hit this fucking thing in the face.
What is this thing?
The only one that I want to hit, the one right in front of me. No, actually, I'll hit the one in front of there.
Baron?
She stabbed it earlier. I'm
Go
remembering,
for it.
yeah.
You hit
11. Could have
11
been 24.
is the number of hit points that it has. It is dead.
I have 5 feet of movement. I step between them enticingly.
Oh shit.
Enticingly. Mmm.
I do a little sexy half orc dance. Maybe they'll eat me.
Ooh.
Gross.
Well,
It actually
they're not
sounds
gonna
very
be-
scary.
They're not gonna be eating much of anything with the way they've been rolling. Theron.
Well, time to stab another one. Gotta stab them all. I'm sorry.
Don't forgive you.
Like to stab this one.
Oh man, it's so ghoulish.
And I'm also gonna stab it again.
Well, the first stab is enough to kill that one up top. So.
Oh,
you know,
well then I'll just
back-
stab the other
yeah.
one. That's fine.
I mean, technically you're
And I'll use
slashing with your
this.
scimitars,
Yeah,
but
you're doing a lot of slashing.
Slashing. Whatever.
Slashing
same
in
thing.
that stabbing fashion.
Yes.
Stabbing.
Slashing and stabbing fashion. See? Exactly.
Not prone.
Sug is the only one who understands.
man, I wish my fancy dice were d8s.
They could be if you just gained 1 level.
I know, right?
All right, the last remaining ghoul.
It's gonna eat Sug.
Because of my sexy half orc dance.
Oh god.
I am the only person you hit like every time, so you should roll against me.
So, even though it's actually like the worst thing for it to do,
It's gonna bite me.
it's going to go after Asha because in
What?
its mind, she's not wearing any armor, so is the easiest target.
But it did a
But-
sexy dance.
But is in fact probably the hardest target. But it doesn't know that.
Yeah, you're right.
Claws.
I'll
against
attack you if it
Asha.
makes you feel better.
Well, it managed to hit.
Oh.
Get ready for that ghoul fever.
You take 9 slashing damage, and I need you to make a
Just a
Constitution
moment.
saving throw.
If only you were a cool elf with
Oh.
mana.
Where is that thing?
Oh, these things really like paralyzing. Like both the spiders and these like ghoul things.
It's a theme. You are successful. So you're
Wait, I have my arms. Again, wisdom.
You
you
succeeded.
can't replace con with wisdom, only strength, but you succeeded. Because the DC is only 10, and you rolled an 11. Friedrich.
Sorry, I'm texting. Alright.
Britt.
How dare you text while we're playing D&D?
I'm sorry, I'm a very active social life.
Friedrich catches on fire.
Got guys falling all over me, you know.
Your phone
Like,
gets hacked.
that's the noise they make.
Interesting.
The second swing hits.
It's dead, Brad!
Nope.
I give it.
Oh, I thought you were
it is,
my
but
turn.
it's
You
not.
promised to swing at me, and you swing at this ghoul instead.
Just leaving him hanging.
The first one was at you. That's why I missed.
Oh, good. Okay.
Oh, no.
All right. Just the same thing I always do.
Steady aim.
Yes.
Oh!
Steady crit.
Just
Ooh.
complete overkill. 2 hit points left. Yeah, so you like throw this like mind blade through it, and it just goes like, and it like collapses to the ground dead again.
Did they start to stink worse?
I mean, they're already pretty like rotten and smelly. Like you're not really sure there is a worse.
You did it, guys! Once again, we are
Can-
victorious!
Yes, I carefully step out of the rotting remains of those ex-dwarves, and am I standing against a door?
Yeah, that is a door to your south.
Do you want me to open it?
Do it with your long arms, so you're not next to it.
You have We have a door there. We have double doors here. I believe there was a door back up the hallway, and there are these tunnels that the dwarves came from.
I like double doors. There's more than one. That
Do
means
we
they're
wanna
better.
check out the tunnels and make sure there's no more like hidden dwarves before we open up more doors?
God, imagine acting cautious.
Yeah, I'll go.
Yes,
I'll
no,
go check.
go.
I'll go one way, you go the other way. We'll
Okay,
check.
I'm gonna stealth.
Yeah,
I'll
me
follow
too.
Sug.
I'll guidance stealth, Brad.
All right, go for it.
That is a 12.
You very loudly stomp through a short tunnel that kind of just leads. to
Technically,
the stairs.
Nona didn't hear me. I was so stealthy.
So stealthy.
Behind Sug Juice.
I mean, you did beat almost everybody's passive perception.
Sug doesn't even know I'm following him. I'm so stealthy.
That's fair.
Oh, I was supposed to do a stealth?
Yeah, so you guys up there basically very quickly come to a dead end up there.
Oh,
but Nona
okay,
down
I
this
suppose I
pathway,
will go with Nona.
You see that there's a dead end here where like a door has been like bashed open, and it is just like based on like what you like smell and see in the room that you enter here. This is where they were like living, quote unquote, and like rummaging around, and there's just like all sorts of like gnawed bones and like refuse like piled into the debris over here, and it stinks like horribly. But you see there's a staircase that goes further up.
What do we see in our room?
That is what
we see. Okay, you don't have light.
Oh.
No, Asha has a torch, I think.
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah.
Asha has a torch. We have dancing lights over here.
I was just thinking you were describing what the other guys see.
We saw nothing.
So, it's nothing.
I think you guys like the other guys are going to like catch up very quickly.
I was gonna go back to tell them we found stairs.
Nothing is there.
We're not going back to check the doors?
We could. There's a set of stairs here.
Just a bit more description of the room that you're in. It appears to have once been a shrine of some sort, because you can see there are wall carvings depicting dwarves that are carrying like these censers. You see like little smoke trailing out of these sort of orb-like things at the end of chains, and they're like observing some sort of like religious rites. Very esoteric, though. You don't really understand them, not being dwarves yourselves.
Religion
however,
check.
You could see that the eastern section of the room has collapsed, filling the area with rubble, and like there's gnawed bones scattered among the debris, and the remains of a number of dwarves kind of crushed underneath.
Rip.
Religion check, Brad.
Yeah, sure. Make a religion check.
20.
Again, not being a dwarf, you're not 100% like sure of everything, but these appear to be depictions of religious rites in service to the only like dwarven saint among the pantheon, Saint Titanos.
Oh, I'm not a dwarf, but I'm a water genasi, and that's kind of like the same thing. And I think these engravings are worship about their only saint. Saint something. Gisanos. Gisano? I'm gonna call him Saint G.
I thought it was
Thank you, Fred. That's very helpful.
It is.
Yeah.
It is, but
Saint T.
Friedrich thinks it's a G.
Okay.
All right. So we have 3 doors and a staircase.
Let's not. Maybe not go to any other floors right now. Maybe. I don't know.
I like how no one questions the same thing.
I think as soon as I heard you say like I'm not a dwarf, but I'm a genasi, it's basically the same. I already started walking away.
Yeah,
I was just like getting back to the room.
Okay, I'm curious what's behind the doors. Let's try and open them.
Double doors, I'm telling you. Alright, let's let Asha do it with her arms.
Right. Well, it is getting to be that
Open
time,
doors.
But
No, I'm curious. Please, let's open the doors.
Doors!
Cliffhanger.
You open-
Every time we open doors, something bad happens.
Yes, and it's a very good time for a cliffhanger.
Yeah, so I think you guys like step up towards the door. Asha with her 2 sort of like spectral arms, like one on each door, like
Dramatic music in the
Pushing
background.
them
pushing
forward.
them forward. This grinding noise. You hear the as you
Oh no!
as you
Does this doorway seal off with a fog wall?
yeah, fog wall, totally.
I'm glaring at Friedrich because he's making that sound.
You push open the doors, and I will give you basically the description of the room that you see at first, as you like first open it, and then we will end it there. So as you open these doors, you see on the other side a massive great hall with this 40-foot high ceiling. Supported by these 4 thick pillar stones, a thick layer of dust covers the flagstone floor. In the middle of each wall, you see double doors, the one you came in, as well as sort of the other walls. And there are arrow slits high up in the north and south walls, looking into the floors above. And you can see that over the eastern exit, which is where you're sort of entering in from, there is a balcony like protruding up above you. And you basically, this is what you like see as you enter in. And you're not entirely sure if there's anything within. Your light doesn't quite illuminate the whole room. It seems quite vast and spacious, and there's much space up above you. But as you push open these doors and kind of push inwards a little bit, kind of from the back. That is where we are going to end things off for this episode.
Nice. Did we level up, Brad?
No.
No.
Sad.
We have to finish this whole thing before we can level up.
I want my
Literally
D8s,
told you,
Brad.
You just finish the quest, and then you
I want my
know when you
D8s.
level up.
D8 so badly.
And the
my-
main question of the end of the session, who's doing the recap?
Yes,
I'll do
indeed.
it. It's fine.
All right, Drake's doing it. He's volunteered.
Sweet.
What a good guy. All right.
Good guy,
so
Drake.
That is today's session. I hope you all enjoyed. And next week we shall pick up and continue the clearing out and exploration of this ancient, decrepit dwarven fortress, now turned into a tomb, it would seem. And that will be
You
that.
know, I've lost interest in that great hall. I want to open the next door.
I'm ready for the small door.
Very well.
Didn't see a monster, already bored.
No boogeymen's popped out, and I didn't see any treasures. So tiny door coming at you.
Oh, by the way, the staircase in the